Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, my people, see the morning light. Rise up, stronger together, Mama will claim our right. Together, we strong. Hearts united, hope will burning bright. This is our moment, our future in sight. We've walked the valleys, we faced the storm. Still we are standing, proud and strong. With every trial, we've grown in grace. Now is the time, let us take our place. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. We never tire, no, we never quit. Our dreams are alive, we are made for this. With faith unshaken, our voices sing. Barbados rising, let freedom ring. From east to west, from coast to town, coast to town. Our island spirit will not back down, never down. Hand in hand, we'll build anew the promise of tomorrow, shining through. A better tomorrow, the future is near. Hope in our hearts, no place for fear. God bless Barbados, we'll shine forever. Our turn is here, we rise together. A better tomorrow, the future is near. Hope in our hearts, no place for fear. God bless Barbados, we'll shine forever. Our turn is here, we rise together. We are one, we are one, we are strong, we are strong. Steadfast in belief, in love and peace, Barbados our song. We are one, we are one, we are strong, we are strong. Steadfast in belief, in love and peace, Barbados our song. Lift up your voice, let the whole world know our light is bright, it will always glow. Forever bound by this land we love, Barbados blessed by God above.
Yes, Barbados blessed by God above. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, Barbados rising. People power rising. People power rising. Can you feel that? Can you feel that? The people power rising. Barbados, we are at a turning point. Can you feel it? Anybody out there feeling that? And there's just something I just want to share, something that I put together as I was, I was thinking about the show. And I was thinking of Harriet Tubman. Good evening. Good evening. I'm gonna say hello to everybody, but I just want to read something to you. Is that all right? In the meantime, guys, I need you to like and share. Like and share. Loyal opposition, Barbadians. We are not a passive people. We are not a people born to bow down. And you know what? This week has proven it. We've seen it with the wiretap bill. We've seen it with cybercrime. We've seen how we pushed back the pinning of the digital ID. That was because of public outcry. You remember? Who remember that? We are of the same stock as Harriet Tubman, the great liberator who carried our ancestors from bondage to freedom. You know what? We need to remember that most of the enslaved who were brought to the Americas They passed through these very shores of Barbados. This soil, this rock was part of first entry. And out of the crucible of suffering, a people were forged. Us. And not just us in Barbados, but quite a number of us in the diaspora. This was one of the first ports of entry. Tubman once said, I never ran my train over the track and I never lost a passenger. I never ran my train off the track and I never lost a passenger. She was determined that no one she led to freedom will be left behind. And that same determination must rise up in us today. We must not leave behind the poor, the working class, the middle class, while wealth and power are handed to the same elite, the merchants and the foreign interests. Harriet also said, "'Twasn't me, 'twas the Lord. I always told him, I trust in you. I don't know where to go or what to do, but I expect you to lead me." And he always did. Tubman trusted in God, but she also acted with courage. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't wait for the law to be just. She stepped out in faith, Barbados, and denied injustice head on. People, loyal opposition, Barbados, we are at a turning point. Just as our ancestors were denied land, property, and dignity after slavery, so too today, many of us are shut out of the economy, told that there's no place for us in tourism, in ownership, in prosperity. But Harriet Tubman shows us another way to rise up, to resist, to organize, and to lead our brothers and sisters forward, never losing a passenger. Are we ready? Are we ready for that, Barbados? Are we ready to rise up, to resist, to organize, and to lead our brothers and sisters forward, never losing a passenger? We are not passive. We are not powerless. We are of Tubman's blood, of her spirit. If she could break the chains of slavery, loyal opposition, Barbados, then we can break the chains of economic bondage today. Because this is our time. This is our turning point. People, power is rising in Barbados. The question is, can you feel it? People power is rising in Barbados. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh my goodness. This has been such an important week for us. If you can feel the people power, let me see the thumbs up. If you can feel the people power, let me see the thumbs up. I'll wait on you. How many of you can feel the people power? If you can feel the people power, the place to be tomorrow is at Kensington Oval. Outside Kensington Oval. Outside Kensington Oval at 10 o'clock. If you believe that we're not a passive people, if you believe that we're of the stock of Tubman, Harriet Tubman, we started out with a few, just a few of us. And look how we are growing, people. Just like Tubman, going back each time to get more, to take them across like Moses, like Moses, to free people, to rescue them. Some of you at your workplace, you've been talking to people. You've been talking to them at church, You've been sending WhatsApp. You're like a Harriet Tubman. Going back, the chains have left your mind and left your thoughts and left your consciousness. But you keep going back to get more. Yes? You keep going back to get more. Barbados, can you feel the rising? I have goosebumps. I don't know about you all. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a rising. There is a cracking. There is a turning that is happening. The door is open. I wouldn't say it's all the way open, but there's a crack in the door and we're laying our weight on it and we're pushing it down like Tubman. How many of you are ready? You could feel the people power rising. And like Tubman, like Harriet Tubman, you are saying, we will rise. I will rise up. I will resist. I will organize. And I will lead our brothers and sisters forward, never losing a passenger. Because we are not passive. We are not powerless. We are of that Tubman's blood. We don't give up. Sometimes some of you call me, you say, Marcia, does this make any sense? You think it make any sense? We're out there in the hot sun. We're going to be out there again tomorrow. We have t-shirts, yes, for you. And someone went and collected the shirts. We've got t-shirts, so you don't have to pay for the t-shirts. Come and bring a donation. Those of you already have your shirts, launder them, and well, at this stage, what are you gonna do? Let them, if you didn't wash them yet, put them outside and the breeze will blow through them. But come tomorrow in your shirt, bring your whistle. Those of you who have noise makers, bring it. I'm bringing my pot cover. I'm bringing my pot cover again tomorrow. I wonder if Dave could get me my pot cover now for me. When you're free, Dave, I know you're busy right now. We are of Tubman's blood, of her spirit. If she could break the chains of slavery, then we can break the chains of economic bondage today. And when we rose up and we said, we do not want this Tourism Accommodation Bill, we were breaking chains of economic bondage, because that would have set us back. Our generation, Black people in this country, would have been set back years and years and generations back, because some people would have lost their homes. Some people would not be able to finish paying their mortgage. We are at that turning point. We are at that place, guys. We are at that place. We are at that point. I got my cover here, and I got my spoon, and I'm making some noise. This is my big spoon. I have a big spoon this week, and all of those who are still sleeping, this is for you. We are not going to lose a passenger. No longer you're going to call me and say, Marcia, this doesn't make sense and people not waking up. We're going to be like Tubman, determined that no one that she led to freedom will be left behind. No one will be left behind. And I say that same determination must rise up in us today. Let that same determination rise up in us today. Folks, if we are able to put to death the cybercrime bill, if we are able to put to death the cybercrime bill, when last did you hear the government talk about the cybercrime bill? When last did you hear the government talk about the cybercrime bill? It's Barbadians that did that. What about the wireless, the Section 52B? Didn't they have to take it out? Hours after we marched. Days after Mr. Thorne brought it to our attention, and Attorney Corey Greenwich from the DLP, through the DLP TV. Days after lots of you put it out, it happened through Barbadians. And you believe that we can't get the other bills passed? The Integrity in Public Life Bill? And you believe we can't get our Constitution? It is us, the same people. How many of you are saying that we want the Integrity in Public Life law before elections? How many of you saying that? How many of you say no Republican Constitution, no election calling in here? How many of you saying that? Those are the bills that they need to pass in here. If they could pass so many after August, after Kadooment, why can't they pass these? I am telling you, I am feeling that power tonight. You can feel it. Who feeling it? Dave, let's play a little bit of that song again. Let's play a little bit of that song that we started with the imageries of Harriet Tubman. Come on, guys. Come on, folks. Come on, Monica, good night. Cameron Harding, good night. Cedric, good night. Joy and Faith, good night. Who ready? Who ready? Who ready? Marcia, good night. Matthew B, you ready? You'll be there tomorrow? Shirley, you there? Listen. We're not in any joking mood here, ADG. Mavis Lashley, because we're not turning back. We're not turning back. Lori Bob, Judith Ann Clark, Mark Boland, Lori, Patricia Green, Marcia Miller. Put on your clothes, Tyrone, Beverly Prescott, and come down the road, Cammie. Come down, Lucinda, Aline, come down, Sonia, come down, guys. Jacqueline, come on down. Sandra, come down. Sharon, come down. Cynthia, come down. Hurricane Writer, come on, Chantel. Come on, Sandra. Come on, Lucinda. Oh, come on, guys. I could feel it. This is a different time. Barbados, we're at a turning point. We have them shaking in their boots. They are shaking. Because when we lose our fare, they lose their power. This is a bill that was passed in the lower house. They've got to pull it back. And we're going to go through all of those that they pull back. And you're going to tell me that they can bring forward integrity in public life. The same people, the people of Barbados who required them to pull back will say, bring forward. Forward up with integrity and public life. Forward up with the Republican Constitution. Forward up with the Freedom of Information Act. People power rising. We're at a turning point. We are not going back. Play the song, Dave. Thank you.
Raina, Raina, rise up. Raina, Raina, rise up. Raina, Raina, rise up. Raina, Raina. Rise up, my people, our moment, our future in sight. We've walked the valleys, we faced the storm. Still we are standing, proud and strong. With every trial, we've grown in grace. Now is the time, let us take our place. By the we never tire, no, we never quit. Our dreams are alive, we are made for this. With faith unshaken, our voices sing. Barbados rising, let freedom ring. From east to west, from coast to town, coast to town. Our island spirit will not back down, never down. Hand in hand, we'll build anew the promise of tomorrow, shining through. A better tomorrow, the future is near. Hope in our hearts, no place for fear. God bless Barbados, we'll shine forever. Our turn is here, we rise together. A better tomorrow, the future is near. Hope in our hearts, no place for fear. God bless Barbados, we'll shine forever. Our turn is here, we rise together. We are one, we are one, we are strong, we are strong. Steadfast in belief, in love and peace, Barbados our song. We are one, we are one, we are strong, we are strong. Steadfast in belief, in love and peace, Barbados our song. Come on, baby, lift up your voice, let the whole world know. Our light is bright, it will always glow. Forever bound by this land we love. Barbados blessed by God above.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many of you can say, Marcia, I believe I've lost my fear? How many of you? Just look at what happened this week. I want you to think about it, you know. This is a bill that they went and already they started the process, and it was supposed to come when do they go to they go to the parliament on they go to the lower house, in the lower house on Tuesday, and I think it's Thursday they go to the Senate. Somebody can correct me, I can't remember it. And it has not gone to the Senate. Could not. The people said no. Oh my word. I see Mr. Bob is getting ready to come in. I don't know if it's sinking in yet, folks. It's sinking in yet? Tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Now, I saw that post, but I didn't get the time to check it. Somebody said that they saw an online post that I don't know. I don't even read it because I don't even know. I don't even know. But folks, tomorrow, we're going to be there tomorrow, 10 o'clock. You've got to be there. You've got to be there. Let me see if Mr. Bob is ready. Mr. Bob, give me thumbs up if you're ready. I know I'm bringing you in early. Yes. Good night, Mr. Bob. You're muted. Oh, listen, nothing holding back your voice tonight, big and strong. Good night, sir.
Good night, Marcia. Good night to the lawyer opposition as well. Good night to all those persons viewing, and I'm glad to be here at the end of another week, hard working week. But I'm here again another Friday night to share with our people and to talk with our people about the issues that are affecting our country. And your title is Barbados at the Turning Point. We were
Yes,
there for a long we were there for a long time. We were there for a long time. Yes.
yes. And before we, we're talking about our people rising up, Barbados at that turning point. When we look back, Mr. Bob, and just let me just say, I'm so happy you're on tonight. Thank you so much. I know you've had you had a tough week, but you're here with
Yes.
us. And on behalf
Yes, yes.
the loyal opposition, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. But
Yeah.
when you look at what has occurred, right, with all of these bills and how so many of them, I saw you had a list. You had a list on your Facebook. Can you access that right now?
Yes, I can.
And
Yes, I will try to do that.
I see if you could access that and just go through it, because I think that it's important that we recognize what has been done, and we are the people that they say that we are passive.
Yes, I have it.
You have it.
Yes, I have it.
Go through that list, Mr. Bob.
Um, First, the first one on the list is the trading card ID deadline.
Mm.
Remember, we were told that that was compulsory. That everybody had to get this ID, and then we have several stoppages, and then we were told that it is not necessary.
Hmm.
Then we had the tent removal enforcement, and the dates have changed. The tent was supposed to be the government's response to fighting crime, but we knew from the first outset that it was more or less to collect money. We were told that by the PM.
Yes.
The wiretapping legislation that was also rolled back. Now, at my ear, the National Stadium has so many starts and stops and other dates to be finished. So we are waiting on. Now we are speaking about it. We are going to get another date. Just watch and see. The integrity in public life legislation, renaming Independence Day as a national day.
That's true. They had to take that back.
Yes, when there were so many people who responded and said, no way. The new Tourism Accommodation Bill. And I saw today that those persons who wrote the letter to the Prime Minister saying, we don't want an adjustment, just scrap the entire thing.
Yes, I agree.
The Child Protection legislation, amendments to the Road Traffic Act, and the 24-hour polyclinic that has not come to fruition as yet. And I'm sure people can add to that list.
Keep adding. They start and stop. Start and stop.
I'm sometimes wondering if the start and stop is a bit of incompetence or a ploy to see how far they can push Barbadians. And you notice that these pieces of legislation or bills are not announced by the Prime Minister herself,
Hmm.
but then you will get the PM on some occasions come out as like Mother Teresa to rescue the day. But we know that these things are discussed at cabinet.
Yes.
Let me say they are taken to cabinet. I know they are discussed. And they got a bobblehead fella that on the dashboard
Yes.
they do like this and not to worry.
I wonder if Dave can find it. And in the meantime, Dave, see if you find that bobblehead. It's almost always a little like a school
Yes,
a dog. Is a dog
yes,
or not?
Yeah. You share everything you're talking about that
And
there.
believe you me, they will say that we are calling them dogs. This is how much,
Is a Bobby Hill fellow. They got different characters, but the point is that the
yes,
head is always
the
shaking in
cartoon
agreement.
that the head always bobbing, and
In
that must be
agreement.
what they do. They start and stop. And Dave, I sent you something in your chat there that you can put up for us, which is a little funny too. But keep going, Mr. Bob. We love to hear you.
But there are many other areas that remain questionable. This level of governance that we are seeing, and if they're testing our people, then we have to stand the test. If they're putting legislation and bills out there to try to see how far they can take us, then we have a right to stand up and say to them, no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying whether they are incompetent or whether they're trying to push us as far as they can to
Yes.
get, and there are I sometimes get that they are responding to external pressures and demands to
Yes.
see where our people can go and where they can take our people. And
Yes.
once there is a pushback and is not popular, because remember, this party is all about winning elections. It's not about governance. It's about winning an election. Their
Mm-hmm.
election machinery. This is not a government of governance or looking after people. This is just about winning the election and see how many. That is why they will boast, oh, another 30 love, because that is not governing people and making sure that their lives are better off because of their presence in government. It's not about this is not what they're about. It's about winning election after election.
Correct. Correct. I just feel like lifting up my fist like this. And, guys, this is not about violence. This is not violence. Sometimes they tell, Dave, I'm making a serious point, and you bring the government here on the screen. This is a government here. All they do, they're meeting cabinet, and this is what they do. Go ahead, Dave. This is all he's doing. They're bobbing the head. I thought this one was gonna bob a little bit more. Bobbler heads.
Bobblehead, right.
And Dave, you have another one. People are making memes. So Dave, there's another meme there I saw in your WhatsApp. But I want Barbadians to understand, the power that they have, and that there's nothing wrong with aggression.
Nothing.
Aggression is not violence.
Getting good trouble. That is what we call it.
Good trouble. Go ahead.
Yes.
You were saying something about good trouble.
You good trouble is about you're sometimes it is not the what is popular for in terms of the government, or your stance based on what you see as justice may not be popular at the time for the government in power, but is the best thing that you can do. That is getting in good trouble. Once it has the masses of persons at the core of your existence
Mm-hmm.
and your protests, then you stand up out there and show your face and raise your voice.
Yep, I am telling you, and I see somebody talking to us about the IDs, which I have a video to show you tonight. I'm not sure if I had sent that to you today, but there's a video of what is happening in the UK, and in some other places as well. And we're going to look at that this evening. I see your comment, Hurricane Writer. But go ahead, Dave, with this one. I love this one. Play it, Dave.
Me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. The thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Thing, me, I go reverse the thing. Reverse the thing, me, I go reverse the thing.
Lord, I tell you, the memes that are coming in.
Oh, yes.
Somebody telling me to check. Somebody telling me to check my phone. What is it that they are sending me now? What is it they are sending me? Somebody say check my phone. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing what, oh, what anybody's sending me as yet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what? Keep sending me, so resend, and probably I will be able to pick it up very very quickly. If Michelle is listening and Michelle, resend me that tin song. Send me that tin song. I can't. Today we were dealing with the permit, and so I got home a little late, so I don't have everything all in place. But send me the tin song, Michelle. Michelle, if you're listening,
Hmm.
please resend me the tin song, or if anybody has that. That's a song I saw. Someone sent it to me, and then the next day I saw it being played on the DLP TV, and I think it's appropriate. We're gonna play it. Somebody said it's a rollback government, always backward. Somebody said, and never forward.
Yes.
Huh?
And
But
the writing on the bicycle is indicative of how this government. When you're on a bicycle, you're facing forward. Have governments in reverse. Governance in reverse. They're not looking. They're not taking the issues of the country head on.
yes, yes,
So,
yes.
everything is falling down, and they fall down every time.
Every time they fall down. I love that analogy. This is a tin song there. Okay, I understand. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody said it's a no, it's a walk back government. Somebody Kim says it's a start and stop administration.
All the names you get named coming in. Yes,
I'm reading their comments.
and it just sums up their poor. They probably will be known as the poorest administration to ever hit this country. All of this.
It is, yes. Yes, Jacqueline is saying that they need to pass the non-contentious probate rules, also
That's
the
just
updated
probate
copy
rules.
that the lawyers have, but the people don't have. Yes, yes, I'm reading some of your comments, guys. Well, for those of you who just joined us, tomorrow we are on the road at 10 a.m. Mr. Bob, you're going to be there?
Yes, I'm going to be there tomorrow, God willing. Yes,
Yes, yes,
early.
yes.
Yes.
This is somebody says a decade of walking back. The circus government.
Circus. All the names you can find for them.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
do they walk back with their heads nodding? Of course, in agreement.
Listen, I tell you, I just love the fact that Barbadians their eyes are opening up and they're realizing their power.
Yes, it's about time. And it my mother used to say to us, "I used to take a lot before we start," and that is how
Yes.
Barbadians are. We take a lot before we start. And
Mm,
there's so much we can take from an administration that we give trust in two elections, given all the seats on both occasions. And by right, the voting public of Barbados and generally we give a government a chance. We have never had a one-term government in this country,
mm.
never, because we expect that certain things are supposed to be done, and we give them the opportunity,
To
and we
get them
give them to get them done. And these people have failed us and failed Barbados miserably. So that is why we are so frustrated. We give you enough time. We not only give you time, we give you enough leeway to pass laws without opposition in the interest of us. And this is how you treat our the trust, full trust in the parliament. And it's a good thing that um, the opposition leader Ralph Thorne moved across, because there must be a voice in parliament to stand up to these people, and we need voices in parliament, and we need to get out there and we need to exercise our right to vote, to say to any government from either side that we will continue to raise our voices when you do not act in our interests.
Correct, correct. And you know what? She was speaking today at the UN, and somebody said it looked, she wasn't wearing the flag, but it seems like they're not sure. And I don't, you know what? I probably shouldn't say anything until I'm
And
sure
you're
what
sure.
he was
Yes.
wearing.
Yeah.
And anybody, you know, and I know a lot of you out there, you might have watched it. From what I'm looking at, I can't see clearly what she's wearing there on her left breast, but you would have seen that everybody, including President Trump, had on their country flag. The president of Ghana did not wear his country flag because he had on the country the country garment or outfit.
National.
Thank you. The national, right? He had on a national outfit.
Yeah.
So he did not wear a flag. But when you look, everybody had on their national flag,
Yeah.
right? And this is what she said. One of what something somebody sent to me. This woman stood up in at the UN and said, "In the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. When we lack truth and we lack trust, law becomes theater, news becomes spectacle, and science becomes just another opinion." Mia Motley, Honorable Mia Motley, did you actually say that? She said,
I keep,
in the
this,
absence of truth, trust deteriorates. That's what she said.
we have to be, we now must be accustomed to her putting all of these phrases and nice sounding things together to give a good impression of a good speech. But you don't practice what you preach. That's like a pastor who says, "Do as I say, but not as I do." So we should be accustomed by now and don't be so much in awe. We have come to accept and to accept and expect and to accept that this is how she's going to deliver. You're going to get the sweet sounding phrases, the hook lines and the catch phrases on the international stage. But that is where it stays. Because when we look at what is happening in Barbados, what have these speeches benefit us? Do we see people coming running to Barbados for investment? Do we see our people benefited from this exposure, personal exposure on the international scene by PM? We have to look around and ask that question. We can't live in us somebody sounding sweet all the time. And Viha is right. Actions and words are not aligned. And I know that the Carify stuff that they're jumping up about has revealed a lot of things to our neighbors. And one of them is that this country is not the country that you can live in and
Mhm.
survive the cost of living. And that has been confirmed to a lot of our neighbors. That under this government, the cost of living is horrendous. So we should not be. So we should not continue. We can't continue with this. Oh, it sounds so good. Like
Mhm.
anybody, I could put it together too. Give it to me and read it too. And practice. Stand in front of the mirror and practice delivery. And got my speech therapist and delivery and do a good job as well. And sound good. But we are far. We're past the stage of sounding good, of a good sounding prime minister. We've passed that stage. We don't need to be impressed by what you say. We want to be impressed by what you do.
Yes. And actually, we have that clip, or not that clip, but we have an excerpt of the speech, just a few lines of it. Dave, you have it there, and if you can, are able to put it up so that they will see what what the prime minister went to the UN and said. And I hope she realizes that the trust we all of the trust that we had in this government is eroded at this stage.
Yes.
Eroded, completely eroded. You know, we hear it from people every day. You were telling me something that happened, someone you saw, and there was a woman and she was remarking to you. I don't know if you could relay that.
I was we were talking about no, I was talking to some person in the room and this lady happened to come in and I was saying to that person, look, our PM said that if she has her way, to that that everybody, all children will go to church.
Oh,
So
right. When she was in New York,
yes,
she was making
in
that.
New York, she said that overseas, and I said, I hope when she comes back, she invites them to the church that she goes to. The lady said she can't invite me nowhere. She not talking to her. She can't invite me to where she sell up this whole country.
She said she can't invite her anywhere. She said, you
She
know,
sell up this
people
country.
have not forgotten about that land that
No,
she gave away, you know.
no,
That Gemmett's Lane, I'm telling you, the people have not forgotten that.
no, I've not forgotten.
Somebody says this is not the country. We always said that Tom Adams is not the country of Barrow. We are worse off.
And that is true.
Mm-hmm.
We still have people who will still be whispering. I thought we have passed that stage where um I remember between the years of 2008 and 2018, everybody had opinion and they expressed it freely. They cursed all the ministers at that time. The prime minister, they said anything about him that they care. They went to work how they like, when they like, and they were not afraid because they were angry, they were fed up and frustrated, and they were open about their frustration. Today, we have a different set of people.
Mm-hmm.
They whisper. They are afraid to say, to call a spade, and to tell the emperor that you're naked. They are afraid. Why? You elected Mayor Motley and all our ministers walk around beg you for a vote. And notice I say beg you for a vote. You didn't. Some they tried who they beg and rape. They probably paid them probably, but they beg. The point is that they went around and beg you to give them the opportunity. So you
Mm-hmm.
should not be afraid to say to them at any other level that we are not satisfied. You did it again. You did it when the other administration, the LP, was in power. You felt and you did it without feeling that you were going to be ostracized or lose your job. But today, that is how you're feeling. And if you're at that stage where you can't express yourself because of the wrong that is being done to you as a vote in public, then that government is not one you can trust. And you need to get rid of them.
Agree. Agree. Yeah. Somebody says I'm waiting for Dave to put up that picture from the UN, and it has on it the quote. Yeah.
In the absence of truth, trust. In the absence of truth, trust deteriorates.
Let me move this so that the hurricane, you will see.
Yeah.
Everybody take a time. Let's pause. Let's pause for the cause. Everybody just read this. This is what your PM said at the UN. This is an excerpt from her speech. Let's pause. I wonder, did you all finish? Did you all read that and take it in? Write your comments in the comment section. We have lived in here. We have endured this administration 7 years, and the prime minister would have the gall to go to the UN and say something like this.
We need the truth about the what is happening with the land at Jamet's Lane. What made you give it away? We need the truth about the real reason for tint. And you've noticed that they have installed more cameras all over the highway. Did you
Yes,
notice that?
yes. And as someone said, that when they move the tent, they're able to see inside the car.
Yes.
Surveillance. And in moving the tent, she believed she was going to get money.
Mhm.
She had to roll that back. Continue, Mr. Bob.
But there's so many things that she needs to tell us. We need the truth about the cost of Carifesta.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't tell us the truth, then trust will continue to deteriorate. Yes, we need the truth of Old Town. We need the truth about the whole houses. Red tape, yes. And when we lack truth, we lack trust. The truth about foreign labor.
Mm-hmm.
But she think our people are stupid. Whoa,
Yes, right. What's the truth that you need?
that we
What is
need.
the truth? What is the truth that you need from her? ADG says, no. Well, look what ADG says.
They do not trust you, period.
Period.
Because we don't get truth about anything. There's a lot, in the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. The truth about the higher, the truth about Dominica, oh Lord, the people have not forgotten.
Keep writing it, guys.
The truth about her at some point.
Yes. Listen, the people leading the show tonight. What again?
And I walked through, I went for some therapy today, so I happened to go through to get some, you get in my age, you get some liniment, you get some suggestions about things you can rub on your knees for relief. And I happened to pass through Swan Street, and I could not believe that when I saw the video with a truck, fire truck going through Swan Street.
You saw it again today.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't recall the video, but I saw the today is Friday, and there are people are playing their trade, trying to make ends meet on a Friday.
Yeah.
I had to imagine, why would they bring a truck through this place?
You see?
So we want truth about what you're doing in Swan Street.
What
Your
you're doing in
intentions
Swan
for
Street.
Street.
Yes. Somebody wants the truth about Hope and Dwight. Oh my goodness. Listen, the people they're not easy, They're not easy. I'm putting up all let's say the truth about the budget. Huh?
Mhm.
What this one said, Mr. Bob?
The truth about the guns that are coming in, and certainly those persons who are firing the guns on the street are not the importers. We still need the truth about the cars. You know that story about the cars that were stolen and were here.
Yes. You remember all of those high-end cars?
We want to know the truth if they found all of them.
Yes.
And the truth about who brought them. And why now that investigation is over?
Somebody says they want the truth about the taxpayers' money.
Yes, because we have no clue about how much is collected from the sewage tax.
Correct.
And we need the truth of where it's going.
They want the truth about Afrexim Bank.
Yes.
Somebody said they want the truth about the lost decade.
But you can get that story. That was a well-coined political phrase that captured annoyed Barbadians. And when you make decisions where you're angry, those things stick.
She says, when we lack truth, we lack trust.
Yes.
And the law becomes theater. That's why she has to put back all of them laws that she's trying to pass. She's speaking of herself.
Yes.
Where the guns, Sonny said, where the guns and drugs coming from? Somebody wants the truth about the immigration policy. And what we'll read that one, Mr. Bob.
The truth about when they remove the inheritance laws for poor people. Why they remove the inheritance laws for poor people.
Yes, Jacqueline, we need to do that as a show, and we need to do a full segment on that. Somebody again wanted to know the truth about Hope and Dwight. Yes, tonight is your night. The truth about the sugar industry. Wow.
Yes. And those are issues that because they're pulling out so many things to distract us, that those things are being pushed one side. There's so many things. I believe there was a time in our politics that two issues two of those issues will be enough to bring down a government.
Mm.
And we have near 200 to bring down any government.
Look at all the issues we have in here. Look, read this one. What it says.
The truth about all those people that was fired from where?
From where? Which one? It's I'm not sure where. You say
Yeah.
where, Mr. Beautiful. Listen.
Oh dear, the truth about vaccines and Maloney.
Oh my Lord. You remember the vaccine scam? Because
Yes.
listen, the only prime minister's name, not me, just read the reports, and I'm
Yes.
just speaking the facts. And I'm just wondering, that's all I'm doing. I am wondering why it is that there were two vaccine scams in the Caribbean. Two. One,
Mhm.
and there was one prime minister's name that was involved,
Hmm.
called in the two vaccine scams. Yes, there were two.
And that's the truth.
And that's the truth. One with Barbados, and St. Lucia involved, and Mark Maloney involved.
Mhm.
The name was called, remember? Yeah.
Yes,
The
yes.
construction company. We want the truth but why was a construction company
Procuring vaccines.
procuring vaccines?
Yes.
And why did the Honorable Colonel Bostic say that I was a minister of health and I didn't know
No about
anything
it.
about vaccines being ordered, being procured?
At least being kept in the dark. Being kept in the dark about his own happening in his ministry has landed as the potential president.
Wow, well, we
That's so
wonder if that's
hilarious.
the reason, yeah. But listen, so we want to know about the truth about the vaccines. Well, and the truth about the statement that she made, that she was going to take care of those who were vaccine injured. I've got a friend on here right now. She's not well. In fact, she's gonna have to go to do some more operations and all of that. And so many people and who have not received a cent. People I know lost loved
And
ones.
not only that receive a state, yes, but we cannot determine whether that was a cause, and they're not going to do it. So, and then we have the truth about why it is taking so long. I saw some people from who work Carifesta a month ago, and they're not getting their monies,
You
and there
hold
are
that
people who
point.
work at
You hold that
schools.
point right there, because we're going to take that by itself. But I want to keep, don't forget
Okay.
that, Mr. Bob. I want to keep going through the people, because it's
Yes.
them. It's the people who have lost trust. The trust
Yeah.
has deteriorated. Okay. The truth about the police being sent from Deacon's Farm. You remember
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That famous phone call, huh?
that? The famous where the police had to leave that particular establishment, even though that owner was breaking the law, and the police says, but you're breaking the law, and he just picks up his phone and says, oh, breaking the law, and he decides to call the PM. Those are facts in the newspaper. And the PM spoke to the man, spoke to the police, and on the next thing that we knew, that the police had to leave the man, and the man leave the proprietor, and the proprietor continued his business, continued to break the law. He continued to break the law.
Hmm.
ADG still wants the truth about hope,
Yes.
right? Oh, somebody wants to know the truth about QEH.
Of course. Why is this government borrowing so much money, and healthcare and the healthcare institution is not at the top of the priority in terms of being fixed up? Poor people go to QEH. Poor people go to the public schools. But I don't understand what is their priority anyhow. But they're taking the government for a ride backwards. They're riding backwards in governance.
That's right. Kim says she wants the truth about the fire truck in Swan Street, which you had just mentioned. As
Yes.
you said, you went there today. You can't imagine a fire truck coming through there.
Yeah. To
You
prove
know,
what? To
to
prove
prove
what?
what? Right? Is it that they're moving? That everybody's got to move out? We don't know, so they have to tell us the truth about this,
Yes.
right? Somebody wants the truth of about Bostic and Sutherland.
Hmm.
The truth about the importation of vaccines. The truth about our plans for Swan Street. The truth about the Auditor General's report.
Mm-hmm.
This one is for you. This one is for you. The truth about what? Trent.
Yeah, that's St. James.
Yeah, what you remember about that, Mr. Bob?
You mean with the minister?
Right, because the minister.
Because we have yeah, that is a serious thing that we have to look at. We have
Yes.
a member of cabinet who probably sat in discussion, heard the submission of a former cabinet member, not former, a colleague from cabinet and the PM, giving assurances that that thing was a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
But in his deliberation and his pronouncements, gave a different outlook. So who is telling the truth?
Correct. We don't know. And the thing is this, that as somebody in law, and I'm looking for it. This is why we need the truth about it, because here it is, somebody that carries a long nose, like the prime minister carrying a long nose,
Mm-hmm.
Pinocchio nose. I don't know how this one with the Pinocchio nose could be in there talking that, but the other one that traveled with her, this is the Minister of Foreign Affairs with the Pinocchio nose, right? You know, as you said, he would have been in
Yeah,
cabinet, and he would have agreed
of
with them,
course.
because I was told, it has been reported to me that that one there with the long nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting for this. He was fighting, but he's now saying, Terry Simmons is now saying that it's not a done deal. The prime minister came out and said it was a done deal. Gooding, Do Good came out and said it was the whole town was a done deal. If anybody can find those articles and send it for us, because we really need to do a whole segment on this. But this is what the lawyer said to me. How can Minister Kerry Simmons, as the member of the cabinet, now come publicly to question the decision of the cabinet in
Yeah.
relation to the development of Whole Town and remain in the cabinet?
Hmm.
Right? How? How? Because he's now saying that this is a bad thing that is happening, right? The doctrine, and he says to me, Marcia, the doctrine of collective responsibility of the cabinet is enshrined in our constitution. How
Mm-hmm.
can he be allowed to get away with that?
And a senator who is not part of cabinet voicing her concern in the Senate is fired. And
Fired.
we had a situation where one of a Senate colleague asking her not to interfere with her. Remember?
Yes. Yes. And guess what? That's why we want the truth about Trents and Whole Town. We want the truth. Is it a done deal or is it not a done deal? The prime minister said there's nothing that she could do about it. It's
Mhm.
already a done deal. But the minister of foreign affairs went to his constituency and told the people there in St. James Central, I think it's St. James Central, that it is not a done deal. What is it? Right? And is he in breach of section 64(2) of the Constitution, which says the cabinet shall be the principal instrument of policy and shall be charged with the general direction and control of the government of Barbados, and shall be collectively responsible, therefore, to Parliament. What about that collective responsibility of the cabinet?
Mhm.
It is enshrined in our Constitution, Section 42B. Section 42, not the Section 64(2). I'm sorry, 64(2). I guess 52B. 64(2). Go ahead and check it out. So, Carrie Simmons, who is lying? Who is lying? Is it the Prime Minister is lying? Is it the Dugood is lying? Your other ministerial colleague? Are you lying? Who is lying? Somebody has to be lying. So we want the truth about Trent and Whole Town. Kim says we want the truth about the fire station being moved from Bridgetown.
Well, Marcia, with Kim, if your plans is to develop all down the coast, and I see a number of construction happening on the coast up there already. From the you even sold the BDF.
Mm-hmm.
If you're planning that kind of construction and redevelopment of Bridgetown, do you see people? Kim, do you see a lot of low income housing and neighborhoods in that kind of setting? So if you're going to move the fire station out of town and put it outside in further inland, don't you think that we are planning to move people further inland?
Good point, Mr. Bob. Good point. You know, we can't stay in town.
So
And
therefore, you're moving the essential services.
Mhm.
It's moving a service like the fire station out of town because you don't see because usually house fires occur. You see get house fires, so you're moving the fire station out of town so they can have access if that kind of thing happens in our communities. So that might be a ploy to move the fire station out of town. It might be part of what they're thinking.
Correct. You know, this is not what I planned tonight, but you know what? We're flowing with the people. This is your show tonight. They're telling us because the Prime Minister says, in the absence of truth, Kim,
Trust that.
trust deteriorates. When we lack truth and we lack trust, law becomes theater. Don't we know it? We're
Yes.
seeing it right before us.
Yes.
News becomes spectacle, and science becomes just another opinion. Madam Prime Minister, believe me, we are seeing it. And here, this is what the people want. This is why, here it is tonight. If you're listening, the people are telling you why trust has deteriorated in Barbados. Watch it again. Watch it again. Where am I? Somebody, okay, we said that. We said that.
Mhm.
Okay, somebody wants to know the truth about the last 230 loves.
I think the truth is about that too is that some people are frustrated, and the people were frustrated with the last administration. They believed at that time they believed that this current prime minister was the person who could have managed the affairs in their interest. But today, that is not the truth.
That is not the truth.
That is not the truth.
Not the truth.
So we believed a lie on two occasions.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Correct.
that lie has been confirmed and your trust has deteriorated, it is when you go back to the polls, you have to correct it.
We have to correct it. A lots of lies were told, and I think it's my opinion that there was a lot of I don't believe in that 30-0. I do not believe that it was a fair election. That's my belief,
Mhm.
my opinion. just based on what I have seen across the region, where those kingmakers are connected to, and how they can get into people's computers and what they can do. And when we had our all of our data, remember, was just mysteriously put on the net just before the elections. For
Yes.
what purpose? And I remember Apostle Scanterbury was saying that he was told by someone
Mhm.
exactly why it was put out there, for nefarious reasons, is what he believes. What is the truth about Joe's River?
Jones River.
Right? What is the truth about Joe's River? Sonny's asking, where has all the money gone?
But there's a sound where there are more questions than answers. Not true.
I am telling you. Yeah,
I, I, all you can do is shake your head and hope that our people continue to, and those persons who are still ifing and hemming hawing, you get them out, because it is us in the upper who are here, the people who have to take control of our country and determine for ourselves what type of leader that we want to lead.
yes. It's
If
good
if if
about
we, if we can't trust you, then we can't elect you.
correct. But it's good that that tonight the people are speaking to us. The people are speaking to us. The truth about the bank land that was given away, the main Gemma
Yes,
said.
yeah, understand.
Yes. The truth about the Sutherland gang.
Again, but I need the truth about the bounty.
The truth. Remember that there was bounty, that we got the $300 out of the bounty. Which bounty?
Right. And
Which
then there was another issue with a bounty.
correct? The truth about where all the tax money going, that we have to
That
be,
is it.
as you said, we
And
had to,
how in difficult financial times a government can speak about a bounty. What was the total? That's the truth that we want to hear. How do you arrive? How did you arrive? Tell us the truth about how do you arrive at, because of bounty and speaking about surplus, where did it come from? Or who do you get it from? How were you able to determine that it was enough to give everybody $300, or was it or that was what you decided to give out of the bounty? We want to hear the truth, because
what
I
is it
don't understand in harsh economic times that you are getting surplus that you can give away
that you
and
could give
whatnot.
away, right?
Yes.
Somebody said they want to know about the truth about the Newton development. Is
Mm-hmm.
it about the amphitheater that's been built?
That's perch. I want, if you can confirm that is what she's talking about.
Right, Sonia, make it clear for us tonight. We were taking a hold on what we were going to do. We will do a little bit of it later.
Yeah.
We wanna look at some history, Black people history stuff, and connect it. The truth about Senator Crystal Haynes and where she
Really?
gone and why. The truth about the contracts, right? The truth about who framed Ninja Man.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Can we remind the people about Ninja Man,
Yes.
Mr. Bob?
Yes. He was alleged or jailed for breaking into the parliament and the stealing the our bar's clothes. He's
Yes,
at I understand that he's at the psychiatric hospital now.
yes, but nobody has seen him with the clothes. He's not worn them. Usually he
He
wears
was.
he
And
wears the
usually when
clothes.
he gets anything, he puts it on.
Yes. So we want to know the truth about what has happened to Harold Barrett's jacket and his shoes, those artifacts.
Yes.
We want the
Were they
truth.
did they found them, or were they replaced?
No, they're not replaced.
We want to hear the truth about the discussion or what prompted the government to believe that they should interfere with our history by suggesting that we change our emblems.
Mhm. What is really happening there? No, Dave, put it back up, please, Dave. Yes, okay, he's gonna put it up again. We want to know the truth about why MARCIA cattle resigned. The people not stopping, We want to know the truth about bounty. What was
Which
the
boat
reason?
is she talking about?
Ah, ah.
Which boat are you talking about?
What bounty? We want to know if it's a bounty that they just the police just apprehended. We wanted to know when he was invited to Parliament.
Yes.
Did the, what did was he known by the police? you know was he known
Mhm.
by the police? Somebody somebody want to know the truth about the
That's
300
what
stolen cars.
the cars, yes. The cars, and whether they fuck them, nobody
and,
has said
and they
anything
want to know the
since.
truth about who driving them. The people are easy tonight. Mia
No.
Motley, Honorable Mia Motley.
The truth about the educational policy, where is at now, and healthcare, because every day you look at the paper, you see the Minister of Educational Transformation saying something else. I just saw an article where he's talking about introducing chess in all schools. But chess is a competitive game played in schools. Is he going to extend that now to other schools? Is he going to provide coaches within the schools, or is he expecting teachers on staff who may need to learn to play chess because they think this government is a game,
No, the thing about it is that the literacy rate, right, is
Yes.
just so low.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of them dealing with the foundations, I know they said they're doing this reading thing and all of that. Why don't you just
Yes.
focus on the basics and the foundation?
Yes.
And so we really need to know the truth of what they planned. What is the truth about the education policy? What is it?
Yes.
You know,
There you are. Because it moved from transformation to education reform, and then they have some kind of new. There are three different areas now. So which one is it?
yes, yes.
You
The
have
truth.
another catchphrase. You got catchphrases, and now what's the truth?
What is the truth? What is the truth?
The transport board.
I tell you,
They
the
brought in
Chinese.
buses, but you still have transportation
We
projects.
still have to, and why we want to know the truth about why do we have this is our Barbados buses, but then we have the Chinese writing big, and I hate to see that on the front of the bus. Why? We want to know
Mm-hmm.
the truth about those buses. Somebody says
It's
the
the
truth
gift. It's
about,
just like the gift.
go ahead.
Yeah, it is a gift. It probably is a gift from the Chinese government, because when you get the laptops, those gifts, the Chinese writing is still on them in schools. So I guess that's the extension of what happened to the buses.
Well, we want to know the truth. What did we promise them? What do we have to do? They gave us a gift. There's no real gift, so we want to know the truth. The point is that we are in the dark about so many things, and if I know
Yes,
the government watches this show, please
of
convey to
course.
the Honorable Prime Minister that truth has deteriorated in Barbados, and we're telling you why. If I were you, I would take a snapshot of this chat. The people of Barbados are telling you why. This is a sample of the nation of Barbados, and we're telling you why. Truth, trust has
Has
deteriorated.
deteriorated.
Trust
Yeah.
in this government has deteriorated. Yeah. They want to know the truth about her, Prime Minister. They want to know the truth about you and Bounty.
Proof of that relationship, the extent of that relationship.
Yes. Right? Truth about Ninja Man. We talked about that already.
Yeah.
Somebody want to know where the tax is going, where the VAT is going.
Yes.
Somebody says the truth about the lands being taken over by colonizers on the East Coast.
Mhm.
You know, the people are going on, and I just want to read them. I want to read them because this is them, right?
The truth.
Dave,
Some person said they need the truth. Period.
well, Dave,
But
please
I don't know if you can get the truth about these polls.
pause. Dave, don't put this one up yet. Please put back the Prime Minister. Don't get to this. Listen, well, this is a listen, folks. We're we're going to talk about those polls. Somebody we're going to call in tonight and tell us about those polls, right? But I want to be true to the people tonight, and I want to put them up tonight. I know it's a long list, but it is their show, and I'm going to put it up, right? I don't. Dave, let me lose my spot. I've lost my spot. Oh no. Somebody said the truth about how the government acquires, buys, and
And buys and
sells
sells
land.
land. Okay.
The truth about White Oak. Did all of the 52 million go to the two owners of White Oak?
And we have not forgotten that.
How can we forget? The truth about Mark Maloney importing workers. We're going to talk about that tonight. The truth about the PM, the cost of the PM jet setting.
That's
PM,
second.
was it really $11,000 per hour? PM
And
was,
it's of our money. Of our money.
yes.
Was it the taxpayers' money? Or you paid for it out of your own pocket?
Yes, somebody wants to know the truth about Corey Lane. Why is he why did he, why did he have to go and spend hours with the police? What happened there? We would like to know. He was voted in. The people voted in him. Why would an MP need to sit down for hours with the police? With the police for investigation? Somebody want to know the truth about the COVID deaths, the truth about the PAC.
Yeah.
Somebody want to know
Public
why
Accounts Committee. Why
yeah,
is it being stalled?
yes, why the hospital holding
Why are
responsible.
you allowing
The truth about hotel concession. Kenneth said the truth about her relationship, if any, with a number of unsavory characters who were invited to the opening of Parliament. We can say that they were invited, but we want to know: is there a relationship? Yes, right. The truth about the writing of VAT and NIS.
right at the outset? At the outset, very first day in 2018, the tone was set.
Right? They say they were going to
Very
get rid of
fast
that.
and yes.
Yeah. The truth about the black belly sheep. Where the black belly sheep?
And Marcy, we have to spend the night on the Minister of Agriculture and the nonsense that he's doing and getting away with in his ministry.
Correct.
Because food security is very important to this country. If we can't feed ourselves, we are in deep trouble.
We're going to have to set up that time.
And he's flying, and while we're paying attention to Sutherland, he's flying on the radar of scrutiny. And we have to look at that ministry because we have to be able to feed ourselves.
Yes, I'm writing it down. You've been saying that, and it's because there's so many things coming at us,
Yes.
Truth about the fire at the archives.
Oh dear.
You remember that when my girl was doing, the Oscar goes to crying and all of this, what was all of that? An act of nature. It was an act of a lightning struck it. And we are to believe that nonsense. Mm. What is the truth about the brown water in St. Lucie?
Yes. It's not only St. Lucie that having water issues, are the people in Boscobel that continue to go without water and have to go to the community tanks um, just to get water. It's not only St. Lucie, but across the northern part of the island.
Yeah, we
And
want
that
to know.
cannot be part of real development. And what has not been solved,
Yes.
the truth about the announcer.
Mm.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
You listened. I was listening to the beginning of Brass Stacks today, and I was interesting. I heard Mr. Ellis. And Mr. Ellis, may I say, take a bow, please, on your work concerning the tourism accommodation bill. I believe you did a great job with that. But today I was wondering, why would you open the program talking about freedom of speech and
Speak.
expression?
Okay.
The
Yes.
first, I think the first caller thereabout, somebody can correct me. Somebody called us, so tell us the truth. What happened about with the announcer? This is
Mhm.
Star Come, that was really something else. People not buying it. They're not buying it.
No.
The
Mhm.
people aren't buying it. Yeah. Somebody want to know the truth about why all the cameras are along
I
the
just mentioned, yeah, they're putting up more. Yes. Surveillance, that's all.
the truth about the unfinished houses at pool.
Yes.
Huh? Somebody want the truth about the 5 million to paint oysters
Like
red.
things rain. Yeah. That's some money that got hidden somewhere.
The truth about where the AG voice gone. You notice we're not hearing nothing about the AG.
He don't
Why he
say anything.
gone dumb? Huh?
He hardly says anything.
The last time I saw him was there in St. Joseph when
Hmm.
with the big hole in the bridge. I
Right.
have not heard the AG. We want the truth about, well, what happened to the AG? Why is he gone dumb? We want to know about the truth about the NIS.
And I guess the less said by him, the better. If you don't hear him, if you don't hear him, yeah, of course.
Oh my goodness.
Our people have so. Our people need to know so many things.
It's so many things, and I know it seems repetitive, but I think this is important for them to write it, Mr. Babs.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's important because you know what they say, we have we're 9 day, we're 9 day memory, 9 day, we after 9 days we forget.
We forget about
Obviously,
it. Short
but
memories. That we have short memories. Barbadians have short memories. That's what
but,
they say.
but obviously that's not the case.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
It's after 8 and the people are still writing.
Mhm.
Rose Carmen, good evening. Rose Carmen wants to know the truth about the Oyster refurbishment and the World Cup, the real cost, the truth about that.
Yes.
Mm,
But I don't think, based on the history of how this government operates, I don't see we getting the real cost of Perry Festa either. Because if you're going to tell me that you're waiting until everybody gets paid, you know how many people work, you know what they work for. You can budget. You know that you have to pay so much or so much money in salaries. You can add that on to the other expenses and then give approximation of how much it is. What are you
correct.
telling us that? What madness is that? They're foolishness you can't telling people. The truth about Nero and MP Abrams. You will need to know the truth from MP Abrams.
Why Neil Rose said he lied.
On him.
Neil Rose, because we can report, we can say what Neil Rose said. Is that what
Yes.
we're saying? We are just reporting, and it's online that Neil, and we saw it. Neil Rose
Yes.
said that MP Abrams lied on him.
Hmm.
And also not just that, but well, one would infer that it could infer. I don't know if he actually said that he
Hmm.
lied under oath. We want to know the truth about that. Yeah. Relentless says, I want to know about the truth about that random test. You remember that the
Yes.
children were given without parental consent?
And we're aware and the truth about the results. Where are they?
Right, that is true, Mr. Bab. All of the answers to those children's questions, those intrusive questions that were asked of the
Were
children,
they kept or destroyed?
where is that data?
Yes. And what
Wow,
is it? Was it kept? If it was kept, what is it being used for? And if it wasn't kept, have you destroyed it?
correct. And people who have just joined might be wondering, what are we doing? Because the Prime Minister, in her address at the UN, United Nations, Honorable Mia Mottley says, and this is an excerpt, in the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. When we lack truth and we lack trust, law becomes theater.
Hmm.
For a government that flounders the law, does
Mhm.
not go, they don't follow the law.
Hmm.
News becomes spectacle and
And I
silence.
know,
Go
and
ahead.
teachers are, in terms of the law, the teachers went to court and won a case for the reinstatement of terms leave,
Terms leave, yes.
and we still have a government that is refusing to more or less recognize that. So that has become law has become theater for them.
Law becomes theater, you're
And
right.
then you get a minister, you get a new minister who said we gotta sit down and talk about what the decision was made by the court.
Yeah, and they refuse to uphold the decision of the court. So
Yes.
law has become theater in under this government.
Yes.
Last night we were, and also on the show, former Minister Lashley was
Hmm.
asking the question, did they break their own law that they put in place? I can't remember the section of the law and the name of the law. Did
Yes.
they break that law as it relates to budgets, creating budgets and how they handle budgets and all of that?
Hmm.
Are they doing that? Remember the Hope houses that they went over budget by 26,000. They said, yeah. So that's what we're doing here, guys.
Yes.
Yvette Lane says, I want the truth. Why are there no doctors at the hospital? And why are appointments being canceled? Please take a screenshot and send to the Prime Minister.
Hmm.
Somebody said they want to know about the $8,000 that were given to the men who were involved in crime.
Wow.
Somebody wants to know about the truth about the acquisition of the 5 acres of land to build a roundabout.
But that is, and nobody seems to be questioning that. Have you seen sometimes when you construct, you see the actual artistic view of how this is going. Have you seen one of those? 5 acres of land to build. Probably one of the biggest roundabouts I see in Barbados is right down in Warrens there.
Mhm.
You can put a house in the middle and still have some lawn or backyard, and that's not 5 acres of land. So you are to say that you're taking that. Are you going to build additional roads coming in to come into this roundabout? Are we going to have a 6 roads kind of setup?
What is it? That would
Yes.
5 acres of
The, the,
agricultural land, the land,
yes.
and that's in production. Because when I pass, I see cane.
Yeah.
The land is in production, and you're gonna tell us the truth about it.
Yeah.
What's the truth, right? Somebody here says they want to know about the truth about the Trident ID card. Because remember, she said you don't have to pin it, and she gave a deadline that passed. Like the deadline is passed a year and a half ago, and nobody has come
Yeah.
back to us.
Yeah.
So we want to know the truth about the ID card, right? Is it that with this ID card, when we pin it, we if we don't pin it, we'll be put out of the
Hmm.
system completely, which we're going to look at a video tonight. We gonna have the time, man, but I think this is good. Yeah. Oh, somebody wanted the truth about the victimization of those 6 nurses.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And don't come and tell me, and we have not bought the submission by the, can't remember his name, that this is a regular form of transfer. And
Correct.
just picking the 6 nurses who had the um the guts to stand up and said, no, what you're doing is not correct. We value our health, and we brought attention to what was happening. Why why are those persons only involved in a transfer?
Correct. Correct.
And his routine transfer? No. We don't believe it's the truth.
Hmm. The truth we want to know. We want to know. Somebody says here via WhatsApp, they said the truth about if there's a link between the current accelerated death rate and vaccine injury. They want to
Mhm.
know, right? The truth about why Calypsonians are scared of this government.
I tell you, some of them even were afraid to. I heard in the last election, some were afraid to sing on the platform of the Democratic Labour Party.
Why? We want to know the truth.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why would a government in power think that they need to do that? To even place persons on retainer contracts so they can't perform for somebody else? Why?
Yeah. I love tonight. I love tonight. Trust me, we have so many things to discuss tonight, but it's your night, it's your show. The truth about all our beachfront properties that have been sold. Correct?
I'm hearing some names called about who ownership of those, some that I see building and going up. Is there any truth in that?
Listen, we want to know the truth if it's the same thing you're talking about. Well, it's not that we don't know, but we want them to tell us.
Who owns those?
Tell us who owned the one that looked like it gonna fall down on us
Yes.
on in Christchurch. When we're passing there, what's the name of that place? I can't remember all the names of these places. What's that area called again?
Remember. And then they have some condos building across the street. New ones close to Radisson Hotel.
Yes.
Who owns them?
Who owns them? Tell us the truth. You know where the Caribbean Hotel is? I think it's across the road from that.
Yes.
Right, the old
Yes,
Caribbean
yes.
Hotel. It's not look like it's gonna fall down on us the way it is built.
Mhm.
Who owns that?
Yes.
Madam PM, can you tell us who owns it? Not that we don't know, but we
Yes.
want to see if you're telling us the truth. We
The
know
truth.
who owns that hotel. Who in
Hmm.
government? Because we know it's somebody in government. Huh? We want to know about the truth about the whole town properties swap. We discussed that.
Mhm.
Oh, Simple Patriot says, I want the true terms of free movement. I want the truth about free movement. Right? Will they have our ID or will they be able to vote? I hope not. Right?
There's so many questions about that, and to think that the announcement came from another country, that Barbados were alerted by another country. Which country it was? That movement will start in October.
It was in Jamaica, and it was announced by the Prime Minister of Jamaica, who is not he didn't put Jamaica in it.
Right.
Jamaica not having no free movement. But he was the one announced, and she was the outgoing CARICOM um,
Chairman.
chairman. Thank you.
Yeah.
And but he was the one who announced it. She waited till that time. I don't know.
Hmm.
The truth about agricultural lands: when war soon start, we need food,
Yes,
right?
we have to do that. Yes.
Yes. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I miss it, it may. Oh yes, the truth about Dr. Brown. right? The truth about Newton, we said Newton already, right? There you go, Andrea. Why the truth about why they're breaking all the laws of the land? But she says that law becomes theater, and
Theater.
that's why.
Yes, that is it.
We know
It is.
why.
Yes, it is
She
a
said
show for them.
she's telling us why. She's telling us why. That when truth is absent, right? Trust deteriorates, and then law becomes theater.
Theater.
That is what she says. And you know what? We need to make sure we capture this. We go in, Dave or whoever else, and take this out
Mm-hmm.
because it's her words.
Yes,
The
and
truth about
it's playing out right here in our country,
yeah,
playing right out.
the truth about the sewage plant at Graham Hall.
Oh,
Yes, is it that feast is still there, and the truth about the sewage issue before the election in 2018.
yes, and why it disappeared so soon after the
Why
election.
did it disappear so soon after? And you did not. And we are learning that it's not that they did anything really special.
Yeah,
Is it true that when they went in, they found man-made things that were put in to stop up the sewage, the
yes.
flow of the sewage?
I mean, is it true? Is it true that there was sabotage?
Yes, that it was sabotage, that somebody went and put man-made things in there. Is it true that when the stuff was pulled out
Mm-hmm.
and whoever did it and they came back to try to clean it up, it was gone before they could clean it up?
Mm-hmm.
You think we didn't know that? Is it true that by the time they came back, all the things that they pulled out, is it true that when they contacted the people that they were supposed to contact and send the pictures and look at what we got out there, they have not heard a word back till this day?
Yes.
Is it true?
Hmm.
We know the answers, but we're asking you. Tell us. Give us the truth about that. The sabotage.
And you to tell us, come and tell us the truth.
Come and tell us the truth.
Yes.
Yeah. The truth about the contract workers. Why are so many employees contract workers that you can then get up and fire them at will? I was just someone was so. I was praying.
That is a very dangerous thing. That is a very dangerous thing too, because if I go, they can't get loans, because if I only on a year contract, I don't have a no permanent job.
Yes.
What are they doing to the people of Barbados?
Hmm.
Is it true that the grievances is look, the people I am convinced now in my mind after tonight that the people of Barbados know exactly what this government stands for.
Yes.
They know they have recalled issues from right at the beginning of their tenure in 2018. So they have not forgotten. And I'm hoping that when the time has come to go to the poll, that they remember these things.
They remember it. Don't forget it, Barbados. And I tell you, don't believe the lie that they say that you don't have anybody there to vote for. With all of these, I would put a
That
stick.
has never happened. That has never happened in Barbados. And I keep saying there was no litmus test done to tell us that this present government, was ready to govern. We
Sorry, somebody's asking. Remember your thought there, but these people, they're
yeah,
just
yeah,
so funny. Somebody says, "Do you think this UN speech was a confession by the PM?"
of course it is.
Dave, can you show her face,
I,
please?
think, I, don't, I, don't, I
Honor.
don't think that
Show her
I
face.
don't think that they expected us to pick to pieces the speech.
Yes, make it a little smaller so we put it all together, just how you had it originally. I think that
Mhm.
it's important, especially people who are just
Yes,
joining, right?
yes.
For them to see what it's all about. And all this time we have not finished yet, And that's why I tell her this show is about the people, because we had a show planned, And I'm not
Yes.
even seeing I'm not even seeing Apostle yet.
Hmm. He probably come at 9, just on the dot of 9.
Yes,
He
I'm
keeps a
not.
good. He keeps a good time. He keeps a good schedule.
Yes, I'm not
Yes.
seeing him as yet. Right? Oh my goodness! Somebody said the truth about the $400 to Scotland District roads repair.
You see all of this under this government for the old. Oh, from the for all of a sudden for the old Empire Theatre.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. I keep saying that we have all the issues.
The,
Chugo, ignore the
issue,
character.
the issues.
Yes. The people know the issues. The people are demanding answers. They've kept the people. They have kept the people of Barbados in the dark as it relates to a number of burning issues that would affect our livelihood. And they believe that we have forgotten. But tonight we know that the people know where the issues are, what the issues are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it says here the truth about the fire in Wellington Street. Is
Mhm.
that because some people are asking, is that part of the gentrification? The people there in Wellington Street, I went to interview them and they were convinced. They told us, listen, ma'am, they came here without any water and they sent rookies and they could not open they didn't they couldn't
The-
people in the community are saying that they helped them to open the fire hydrant, and when they opened the fire hydrant that no water was in there. What is the truth about Wellington Street?
you burn them out.
Did you burn them out?
You know, when in some countries before they cut the can, they tend to burn the can to get rid of the snakes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw this one already. Truth about the moving of the fire
Fire
station.
station. Somebody has said the truth about the peace treaty group who are affiliated with with Deacon's Road, right? The truth about if the
Is
new
that program
president
finished?
is our that's it. We want to know the truth if the program finished. The peace
If
program
the
is it
Gulf
really
program
finished? Is it really finished? We want to know the truth about that.
hmm,
And the truth about is Bostic your uncle?
is it finished?
Don't we want to know? Honorable Mia Motley, are you making the president of Barbados? Are you making him making your uncle the president of Barbados? Honorable Mia Motley, are you making the president? Is your uncle going to be the president? It's a question. The people want to know the truth about it.
Hmm.
The truth about the old treasury building in
If you
town.
bring in
The
into-
truth about what happened at Springer Memorial.
Yes.
Remember that?
Hmm.
We want to know the truth about what she wears on her lapel and not the Barbados flag. She still has not worn the Barbados flag. She has on it seems somebody said she has a broken trident, a pin, but she's not. What is it, ma'am? What happened in Ghana? Can you tell us the truth about the flag in Ghana? Why the flag was brought to Ghana and why the flag was lowered in the ground in Ghana? What is the truth about why you refuse to wear the flag like every other nation
A leader,
that
yeah.
speaks at the UN? You have on another thing on you right there in your lapel. Because we're making a noise. It's the first time in years, and it's because we have made a noise on here that you made an attempt to put on the trident pin. But what about the flag? Why can't you wear the flag? Can you tell us the truth about what happened? Was it a ritual?
Hmm.
Why can't you wear the flag? Can you tell us? Somebody want to know the truth about the old treasury in town? We said that again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm? They want to know the truth about Miss Ram. Sorry. I'm sorry. You read that?
I see. He thinks that people, you think that people just question
I'm sorry.
Patricia Green. You don't kill people tonight. No, you have to ask him that yourself.
You have to ask him.
I'll
Listen.
speak. I asked him to speak to his tailor.
Oh Lord.
This is Patricia Green. You need a little hilarious moment.
Yes.
No, you can't be too serious all the time.
Listen, it's over an hour. We at this, the truth about why the ministers can't speak. Don't we want
They're all bobbleheads, not in agreement. That is why they can't speak.
you know
They
what
have to
I
get
heard?
them to speak.
You know what I heard from reliable sources inside there? Don't ask me which one. No, Dave. No, no, no. No, no, no. Right? Reliable sources, right?
Mhm,
Inside there. You know what I heard? That's there are many of them that were not in agreement with the tint because them not they don't want their tint move.
mhm,
They were not in agreement and they refused to open their mouths.
mhm. Is that true?
Is that true? We want the truth about it. Oh, oh my goodness.
That ministers can be. If you're afraid of abuse, verbal abuse, well, for peace sake, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. And that is why we are meeting. We're tomorrow, guys, 10 o'clock. We can
Mhm.
just type on here. We've been typing over an hour. We've been typing over an hour.
And if you want to hear the truth, you come and march and demand that the truth that you want to hear.
Yes. And when it's time for you to talk, take the mic and talk. Although Bajans have been talking these days, we
Yes,
can't
yes.
stop them. They've been talking. Can we hear the truth about why the integrity bill is just a BLP guide
It's
for
just
training?
phone, yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Great point, Vihoy.
Yes. Somebody say, is it true the PM really cares?
No,
Right?
I can say no. No, because you can tell based on our actions.
Correct.
The
Did
truth about our travel itinerary.
you have anything to say on that, Mr. Bob?
You can't be in opposition and criticize a former PM for doing less than half of what you're doing, and then when you get in power, we can't even find it's too much money even to the amount is so embarrassing that you are afraid to say how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it is. It's too embarrassing for you to actually tell us how much is Barbadians or taxpayers are being charged for your regular um, jaunts around the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Yeah.
you're too embarrassed to say how much it is. So therefore, you're trying to push it off as there's nothing to see here. But there's nothing to see here. Just tell us.
Correct. Correct. The truth. Somebody want to know the truth about the National Carol Festival.
Yes.
And we did ask about Errol Barra jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, if you could put back the Prime Minister up for me, and we're going to close off this segment here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you did your own thing tonight. Dave,
Yes.
can you put up the Prime Minister on there, please? I would really. We want to read it again. You want to read it again for me, please?
In the absence of truth, trust deteriorates. When we lack truth, we lack trust. Law becomes theater. News becomes spectacle, and science becomes just another opinion. You're muted. You're muted. Yeah.
Yes, as we close off this segment, what do you say to the Barbadians who were writing now for over an hour?
The
Probably
devil is the
hour and a
devil
half.
is in the
Hour and a
devil
half.
is in the devil is in the details, and our prime minister has confirmed to the world what is actually happening in Barbados.
Yes, so she's confirmed what is happening
Right
in
here.
Barbados. Mm, wonderful, 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 wonderful. Well, I tell you, Mr. Bob, there's so many. There's some other issues that we want to deal with. But if Dave could, Dave, if you could put up the that one with the polls again, please put
Mhm.
that one up. The polls, right now. Did you hear that Peter Wickham is doing polls?
I heard
Um,
that a couple of weeks ago.
you heard about that? Any
Yeah.
thoughts about that? While I'm gonna someone is gonna tell you about a poster that came. Anybody out there, any a poster came to your house, and you're gonna hear exactly how you're to answer that poster that come. I'm gonna call somebody right now. So, what a comment on Mr. While I'm doing this, make a comment, Mr. Bob, on this picture.
On this, Barbados are very creative at getting a message across.
What is it saying?
The- this poll that is being conducted is to tell us how good the Barbados Labour Party is. That is why he is on the poll, dressed in red shoes and a red top, and he's celebrating. So the creativity is right there, and we have to take it for what it is. Listen carefully to the questions that are being asked, because they're going to be asked in a certain way to produce the type of answers that they want to hear. And then they're going to feed us the information, and they can sway your conclusions as it relates to the next elections in Barbados. So you have to listen to those questions carefully, because pollsters who poll for the ruling party and are paid by the ruling party paid because they want a particular narrative to be sent to the voting public.
Yes, good night, caller. How are you? Welcome to the Marcia Week
Not
Show.
bad. Not bad.
Yes, yes. Can you
Um,
hear him, Mr. Bob?
Yes, clearly. I can hear clearly.
Clearly, nice strong voice, nice strong voice. Now, we are here talking about some polls that have been going on in Barbados, and people are saying that they have they've seen posters coming to their homes, etc. Have you seen anybody coming to your home? Did anybody come to poll you?
I really went to my house yesterday.
Yes, go
Hello?
ahead.
Probably he's listening. If he's listening to your show, he's going to get into
Yeah,
trouble.
don't listen to the show. Turn it off for right now. Don't listen. Just go ahead and
Okay,
tell me. Yes, tell me. A lady came to your house and tell me what happened.
I really came to my house yesterday, and she was wondering how the government doing. And I was telling her, she shot me if Kurt is doing a good job. I tell her, Then she asked me about the road, right? If we doing the road, I said, he's supposed to go home. Then she told me if Marty's doing a good job. I tell her, no, that she's doing a lot of. I don't agree with what she's doing, right? And I tell she my house won't do it. My house is supposed to get repaired, take down, and build back up. And this is now September, and they give me a letter to carry to urban development IK, up to money from urban income, right? And she told me if I will vote again, right? If she had to come again, if I will vote again. I said no. Then she asked me if we were thinking, I said he's doing a good job, and I tell she thank you for Master Weeks.
You told the pollster thank you for Marcia Weeks.
Master Weeks. Thanks, because you're doing a good job.
Mhm.
Listen,
You're doing a good job.
listen, Peter, what Peter Wickham gonna go do with that information? So you are saying that they came to
Well,
find out how Abrams was doing, and you told them Abrams doing a terrible job.
that asked me every the committee, right? Every seeker, I said, when you don't come, we used to see, and stop coming.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
it's just
free.
we let you come out here just now, they be out here just now, want people to vote for them.
Uh-huh. And you told the pollster about the Marcia Week show. What did you tell the pollster?
I heard that I listen to my sweet short every night on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Sunday. Shout about Tom. I said Tom is doing good. Miss Tom is doing a good cause. Listen, I think that they pronounce it very if you want to lock up people over here.
Too many. You tell her it's too many bills that they put on other people. Too many laws.
They're gonna lock up people.
Too much bills that they pronounce people want to lock up people over here.
So listen. So you, what would you do? What would you tell the viewers that are listening after you? I'm sure you're watching the show and seeing all the issues that the questions the viewers have. Because they're going to all the constituencies. What should they tell the pollsters when they come to ask how the PM is doing and how the MP is doing? What should you tell them? What should they tell them?
What should tell them?
Mm.
Need to come to my house.
No, what the viewers, what would you recommend that the viewers tell these pollsters when they come?
Well, I don't want to come to my house because I tell something, Master. I'm not voting for nobody. I'm not voting for nobody. I can't nobody say I'm not voting. You can't get me vote. You can't get me vote. I tell you, I down with that there. The D's and the B's, all them is saying that can't tell one of them come back.
So let me ask you something. When you told them about the Marcia Week show, what did they say?
Well, listen, I think you should watch it and hear what she's saying. Because a lot of things come up over here that these people are doing, right? And we're not too sure. We don't know what these people are doing.
Listen, so you tell the pollster that they should watch the Marcia Week show?
It's pretty cool.
Yes.
To hear what's going on over here.
To hear what is going on about here.
I also Mr. Who you know got something to do with it too. Peter Wickham got something to do with this because he's telling about here to find out what we think about the Prime Minister and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. So they told you that it's they're working with Peter Wickham.
I don't care who you hear me, no. I don't care who you hear me, because it can't do me nothing. I don't care who you hear me, it can't do me nothing, no. I vote for no politician,
And people need to know that this caller has a disability, okay, injured, and so because I know that, right? So that's why he's due to have gotten we won't say all of your business on here tonight, but but we thank you for promoting the show to the posters, and I'm sure they will go back and tell Mr. Wickham that you're not voting for them, and that you watch the Marcia Week show 4 times a week.
I want help with my house. They could give me a letter to King Urban up to my house and do yet. All people get house they do, I ain't do yet. I did September.
Yes. And I know that the loyal opposition, they do what they can, right? You remember that. So we're not just talking, yeah?
For doing a good job. I want to thank you for doing a good job and exposing what this government is doing in Barbados.
Yes.
What this government is doing.
Yeah, so you told them that thought, huh?
Keep what the girl that women doing, I'm Mr. Tom.
Yes. But somebody's saying here, caller, that unless you vote, you cannot get change. So they're wanting you to think about that, because
Nobody can make me vote. Nobody can make me vote. Then, Miss Marcia, nobody can make me vote. It's my choice to want to vote or not.
yes, it is. It is. But did you vote the last two elections, though? You voted
I
for.
vote and I vote and give her my vote and I have to stick out all for my house. We. You know
You see,
that is the man.
What?
Was saying.
What you said? You used to say Kirk is a man. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. Listen, caller, you're giving me jokes. The man said that the last two elections,
he just said Kurt is a man.
he said Kirk is a man, and he had Kirk pictures all over his house.
Don't stop on him.
I have pictures stick all over my house. All over my house.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh my God. So I know you're discouraged. Well, I hope that you would find out.
I threw it in the garbage. I threw the pictures in the garbage now. And I want them more.
You throw them in the garbage. All
yes,
right.
I don't want them more. I don't want them more for my house.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And you're saying you don't see him anymore. Well, caller,
It's fast every day. I don't even stop me or block me. Pass it this afternoon. This afternoon. Use hard city for fishing what we had. You do this when the election come.
Yes. So basically Kirk is not the man anymore.
He's not the man anymore. Not for me. Not for me.
Kirk is not the man. No, caller, thank you so much. I tell you, this is so funny. But I tell you, as somebody said, funny but it's sad. But I can't get over how you tell the pollsters about the Marcia show and ask them to watch it. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my word! I tell you, that is simply yes. As somebody said, we're laughing because it's funny, but it's disappointing.
But it's disappointing. Yeah, it brings a number of his response. Is not that is not only his response, but the frustration at the disappointment of the elected leaders of this government has gone through all this country. So his response of him voting for nobody because everybody's the same, and they are dependent on that. They are dependent on that level of frustration to permeate all through Barbados, so that they know that they have a loyal set who will vote for them nonetheless. And so his frustration is where a lot of voters are at. But I'm saying that once you listen to him and the promises that were given, he has an issue. It has not and that issue has not been solved, or the conditions that he expected have not been met. So that is the frustration, the promises and not following up. But I'm saying to those persons who may be frustrated at how these politicians are, don't judge other politicians or just another group because of what these ones. You deal with them. If they're not meeting your needs, just like you did in 2018, you vote against them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people they're so discouraged, and
Yes,
that's what he's saying is that I mean, there really a lot of people really believe, especially 2018, that we're going to see change in the government, change in their lives. I'm sorry.
The government's right as how they were going to live, and that they'll be able to afford to buy food and to provide for their families. That they would not have to deal with the job security would be around, that they would not have the signing contracts for as part of their job, being on a job. So I am saying that we have to find a way to overcome that level of frustration.
Yes.
And give our people understanding that they're frustrated and stay home, supports the government who they're frustrated at,
Mm-hmm.
and keeps them in power.
Yes, yes, yes. Dave, go ahead and play. Let's listen to some of this song.
Mhm.
Um, and Dave, do we know it's Island Vibes? This is some Island Vibes. They're on YouTube. Go ahead and try to find them and give them a thumbs up on Island Vibes. Write down the name and search for them on YouTube and check them out. Go ahead.
Whoa, whoa, chin legislation. Whoa, removes dark tints from cars so you see inside. Tin legislation won't stop crime. John knows it's oppression. He says turn it around, spot the light on the government, see what you will find. Tin legislation, turn it around. Spot the light on. If you want to know where all the money goes, use tin legislation to expose all the consultants on government's payroll. Don't forget to include contracts that have no fixed abode. What about those who finance election campaigns? Or who buying up all the property we want to expose? Those who import in drugs, handouts at elections. Why partying is now a priority. Put tin legislation on all the borrowed funds. On the sewage tax. Put tin legislation on that free land deal. On hope for affordable housing. The attempt to purchase black market vaccines. Tin legislation removes dark tint from cars so you see inside. Tin legislation won't stop crime. John knows it's oppression. He says turn it around. Spot the light on the government. See what you will find. Tin legislation, turn it around. Enough hypocrisy, we need anti-gang legislation. Not punishment of an entire population. Tin legislation, use it to stop corruption. We want transparency, freedom of information. Oh, Jah, we want to live peacefully. Enough hypocrisy, we need anti-gang legislation. Not punishment of an entire population. Tin legislation, use it to stop corruption. We want transparency, freedom of information. Oh, Jah, we want to live peacefully.
Wow. Wow. Let me tell you, people are putting their woes in songs, I tell
Yes.
you. What are
Captured
your
all.
talk
He
to me
captured
about
all
that
the
song.
things. Yes.
Talk to me about that song.
I think he captured all the issues of the day and it put legislation. It will not stop crime. So he talked about all the other issues and the bills that you need to that it was it's witty writing.
Witty, right?
Yes.
Very well written. Very well written. Go over there and just search for tint legislation and write it down and search for them. And it's Island Vibes. Okay, Island Vibes, and go and like it, all right, and share it, like and share it. Very important. All right. Now, Dave, I saw a picture today, and I want Dave to put up this picture. It's a Barbados Today article, and I didn't even recognize the person. Anybody saw the picture of Mark Maloney? Did you see it, Mr. Bob?
I saw
I
the article, and he was speaking about something about employment, something about construction.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was right now. Here's the thing that before we even go into the article, I'm waiting for Dave to put it up on the screen for us. Thanks, Dave. Um, I have to say, I mean, I have to be honest. I mean, this man's face, he has aged, and I can't help but think, oh my goodness, what has occurred? Is this his conscience you're seeing on his face? Is this his heart on his face? Or is it just age? Is it the state of the heart? Look at this man. And I'm not, I mean, this is not, I'm not saying anything about his God given features. What I'm talking about, because I don't, I'm not, I wouldn't, that his God given features are his God given features. But it's just the hardness. Is it the hardness on his face? Is it like the hardness in his heart? I mean, I don't know, but anyway, let's look at the actual article, right? And in the meantime, know that the phone line is open, but we want to look at this a little bit, okay? So the article is saying here, Mr. Bob,
Mm-hmm.
wait,
Yes,
I'm not getting the article. What happened here?
I think he probably took a
Oh, it's not opening up. Okay. Oh, it's not opening up. Dave, I guess Dave will
I
find
have
it.
that same. I still have the same issue today.
You are the same issue. Okay.
Mhm.
So the article basically is saying if anybody has the article that they could send the actual Barbados Today link,
Mhm.
because what we have is not opening up. But it says here that as Barbados braces for free movement of people within three other CARICOM countries next week, a major player in the construction industry warned that entrenched labor shortages exist. Now, what's interesting is, I thought to myself, how come all of a sudden we have not seen this well, I haven't seen him a very long time in the papers,
Mhm.
but here he is talking about labor shortages. Labor shortages, a growing threat, warns construction leader. What do you think, Mr. Bob, and those who are watching? What would be the motive, you think, in coming to the public at this time? It says here, executive chairman of the Maloney Group, Mark Maloney, admitted that his own businesses have been struggling to secure enough workers to keep pace with demand. He says we are finding challenges, not just getting people in general, even people from overseas. He told Barbados Today. And I think with technology, it will help us to bring people on more because people don't want to do hard labor for very long. They want to move on to something else, right? And but the bottom line, I don't want to keep reading more in it, but I want to ask you, what do you think, Mr. Bob and viewers? I'm going to keep my views to myself and hear from you all. Today is Saturday, right? Today is Friday. I'm sorry, Friday, September 26th. Tomorrow is March at 10 o'clock that we all coming down for, right? And this article came out today. Dave, if you could go back to the top of the article and we can see his face and see the headline. Thank you so very much. Labor shortages. Mr. Bob and viewers, why do you think that this is the case?
I was trying to read the some of the article itself. I'm quite amused that this labor shortage topic were which raised in the same voice or the same sentence as saying to Barbadians that these people are going to start coming freely moving to Barbados movement between these three countries.
Mhm.
He is telling us inadvertently, I could be wrong, that the majority of people who will be coming here will be workers in the construction industry. He's preparing us for it. It will not be people who are picking up their families to come and reside. He's saying to us inadvertently, if you read it, that these persons who are coming to Barbados would possibly be coming to Barbados to work in the construction.
Yes. That's my thought. But let me hear the others. Somebody says here, Kimte, Kimte, I tell you, these students are they're sharp. Kim says that he was sent to spin a narrative.
Yes, yes.
I love the way she's put that. He has been sent to spin a narrative to justify the influx of people coming into the island. I want to
Workers.
let Kim Tae's response there, Mr. Let's let that sink in for a moment.
Because now there are some concerns about, we have some people from, I believe, from, and if you hear them speak, they're from Colombia, Dominican Republic, you have a number of Chinese workers, and people are raising a bit of concern about them, the numbers that you're seeing. So here we are now with this opening of the door to three other countries, and he is raising the issue of construction workers. There'll be a shortage. So I suspect he's right. He's spinning the narrative for the amount of laborers that are going to, or construction workers are going to come into the country. Yes.
Yes, yes, most definitely. I have a caller, but I'm going to call this caller back. I think we have a technical issue here. I'm going to
Okay.
call the caller right back. But continue. I lost what you were saying there. Let me
Yes.
get this
I
call.
would say that that is, and I believe that the persons, the number of the persons that we're going to see coming in the first stage are going to be to fill what he's calling the shortage in construction workers. So he's setting is an argument for, yes, it is an argument for cheap labor, and then and we have to, and the government, if they're serious, will have to keep an eye on that as well. So they're setting up the as the the spin on why these people are here is so large numbers, and why they are going to be paid, and we have paid so low wages, which more or less our the normal Barbadian worker will not work for.
Yes. Just we have a caller. Caller, welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Good evening, Marcia. Good evening to your listeners. I just wanted to talk about Mark Maloney and call him out on his bullcrap. Okay. Earlier this year, we heard the central bank, I think it was, talk about the fact that Barbados had a 5% unemployment. And he's making an argument that we don't have workers. Number one, he cannot say that we don't have skilled workers. Barbadians are, number one, intelligent. They have degrees. They work in construction. They work everywhere. Say that we don't have the workers for the jobs that he's creating, that's not the truth. What he needs to tell the people of Barbados is that he wants to bring in people where he can pay them lower wages. For example, he can bring in people from Mexico. He can pay them less money than Barbadians, and he can send, those people are going to send their money home. So they don't really care very much what he pays them. But when we have a cost of living like what is in Barbados, which is very, very high, you cannot come out and pay a construction worker $8 an hour. Right? You're going to have to pay them a livable wage so that they can live and they can sustain themselves in Barbados. You're not paying them enough money that they can build homes, that they can support their children, and that they can live, efficiently. But you're going to say that you're going to bring people in Barbados? Now, go tell that to the cats, because we're not going to believe that. 5% unemployment rate. So it means we have the workers and the resources in Barbados so that people can work. The other thing that I wanted to talk to Mark Maloney about, and this is for Mark Maloney, so this is directly to him. We in Barbados, we want to know, because they said something. If you look at the chats today, people were saying that the young people don't want work. I see a lot of people on the Marcia Week show that are young. And I see that a lot of them want to go to work. You can't look at the few bad apples that don't want to work and then think that everybody is in that category. Young
That's
people
majority. No.
want to work. You just don't have the jobs for them. And that is something that we need to talk about. So tell Mark Maloney that I say, Vihoy says, go back, right? Go back and tell that story to the prime minister, because we're not going to believe that the people of Barbados don't want to work, and we don't believe that the people in Barbados don't have jobs. I was just there and I see a lot of workers, and it was a Saturday afternoon. There was not one black worker. A lot of them were Asians and Spanish, and there were no black workers working on a hotel in St. James. So ask him, right? Ask him, where are the people that don't want to work in Barbados? Because I don't believe that.
Yes, scholar. Well, Kim Tay is saying that it says if you're paying attention early in the year, she's agreeing with you, you would have seen these construction companies advertising job vacancies. And one of the job vacancies that they had was a Spanish interpreter.
And we have people in Barbados who teach Spanish in schools. You understand that?
Sorry, well, thanks. I mean, I hear that she's saying that they need a translator for Spanish-speaking people. Like, that is really, really funny. Now, think about it. We don't have people who want to work, but Barbadians are leaving and coming into other countries to work. Are you kidding me? Tell that to some person else. So those are the questions that we need the government of Barbados to answer. Okay, we need them to answer. Why is it that you're bringing in people to work and we have Barbadians that can't get a job? Tell them to answer that question, right? So again, that's the light that needs to be spotted. What is the truth? Right? What is the truth? Why aren't you hiring Barbadians? And the truth is because you can bring in workers from Mexico, from Venezuela, from other places. And we're not saying that we don't need people to come into Barbados. We're saying that charity begins at home. And what you do is you hire the people in Barbados first. And then any jobs that you have that cannot be filled, you say to people, come in, we got 10 jobs. We can't fill them because we don't have any more. But until you have an unemployment rate, and again, I don't believe the 5%. I don't believe that at all. I think it's higher than that. But as long as you have an unemployment rate at any percentage at all, it means you have workers that can go to work. So tell Mark Maloney that I don't buy that. I don't believe him at all, because he's spinning a narrative which is what the government wants him to do, and the people of Barbados don't buy that.
Yes, but caller, I love what you said. He's spinning the narrative, and Kim Tay said it, and I think he was sent. I believe, it's my opinion, that this man was sent. But I just want to confirm something that she's saying there, Mr. Babb, that when the fire was in Wellington Street, I went there and I was interviewing some of the young men that worked very hard. Those young men, they helped the fire department, and they will tell you their stories. They risked their lives there in Wellington Street. Those same guys that you think that, they're just hanging on. No, they wanted to save people, right? And nobody died in that fire. Those young men, they can tell you, they showed you their skin, their shoes, that they helped, and they're not even trained. And they said to me, ma'am, we heard that the Hyatt is going to be built there. And they said to me, let me tell you something. We will never work over there. And I said, why not? They said, for that little bit of money, they said, ma'am, slavery done. They're not working for that amount of money. That's what they told me. That they said, that they reported that the pay was below standard for the amount of work that they have to do. So I'm just in agreement with what you're saying, Father.
Well, thank you so very much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for calling.
Okay.
Yes. Wow. People, even online, people are very upset about that article. You saw that, Mr. Babb?
Yes, they are. Yes, in the comment section. And this is in the same vein. You see, when we see those little ads from some businesses whose there is no suitable applicants, and you want to advertise outside, that was be happening all the time, and we paid little attention to it. Now we're going to have it now on a bigger scale, because this gentleman probably is having some difficulty because of the salaries he's offering, trying to come start or do something with the hotel that he's building. I wonder if that is the reason why that we've not seen a lot of work being done on that hire after so many years of talking about it.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, let me take this other caller here. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show. Thanks for calling. Could you turn down your devices? Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Welcome, sir. Go right ahead. What's on your mind? Caller?
You've lost him.
Yeah, let me see this.
He's probably still there. I hear something.
Yes, caller, good night. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Hi, good night, Marcy.
Yes, good night. Good night.
Yeah, and good night to the gentleman there with you.
Mr. Bob, Mr. AWLYN Bob.
Bob. Good night, good night.
Yeah, Conward Bob, yes.
All right.
Yeah, well, the post ain't get by me yet, but I already prepared my poll. Now, you remember, I will start by Starcom Network.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at around 12:30, coming on to 12:30, no, 12:30, 1 o'clock around there, they have a program called Today in Bajan History.
Mm.
But I refer now to Grenada History. I use the man called Sir Eric Matthew Gary.
Yes.
Now, I wasn't there, but I can tell you about Grenada, Today Grenada History.
Mm-hmm.
Gary said, never say no.
Mm.
Right. And you remember Prime Minister Nicholas Braffett?
No, I don't know him.
Okay. He said after the revolution, the Americans appointed interim government.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was the Prime Minister.
Yes. I remember
was there
now.
at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I started to get frustrated. I said, me, I done for. I ain't campaigning, I ain't going nowhere. I too old enough for this thing. But I can do like what Buffett tell me. Go to the polls.
Mm-hmm.
If I get to the march tomorrow, I meet you somewhere else. I will tell the minister what Gary tell me and what Nicholas Buffett tell me.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we go to the polls, I will tell you, Alvin Bob, maybe clash again. I can say on the air, I can make the voice.
Yes, all right, no problem. I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good night, everybody. So you can't sleep him, not y'all. Yeah, good night.
Oh, Lord, I tell you. Okay. Oh, the other caller is still here. Good night, caller. Thanks for waiting. The other caller, I think, bounced off your call. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
A blessed good night to you, Marcia Weeks, Mr. Bob, loyal opposition.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
All of Barbados. My name is Tony Hall. What the earlier caller talked about is very true. You can't pay a labor worker minimum wage in this day and age. Cause one, cost of living is too high in Barbados, which that it shouldn't be. And the conditions God you're working in is very unhealthy. So basically, you gotta buy things to maintain your health. And the honest truth, maybe cannot do that. You understand? So basically, these owners of the construction places need to go back to draft board. They need to go back to draft board because how you really look at it, this is slavery. And the real terrible modern day slavery because they want you work in the sun. And when the rain fall, they want you come and work in the rain also. They don't provide the gear or nothing so to protect you from the elements or nothing so. a job construction firm is one of the places.
Wait, don't call the name of the company, okay? Because I don't know anything about that, so we scratch that. I don't know. Just speak generally. Go ahead, please.
Okay, but what we're trying to show you now, right? A lot of people is complaining.
Mm-hmm.
The only people that's not complaining is foreign workers.
Mm-hmm.
Because them, I don't know if they start probably getting the same money as us, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're speaking different languages, so you will never know if they get the same money as us.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that something benefiting for them, that they will stay here and work, but you know, they shipping back our money. So basically, you know, when you check it, we are losing currency because when they send back our money, we are losing currency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're saying that in some of these construction companies, they are not providing you with the proper gear to work in the sun and to work in the rain. You have to keep working, yeah, and that's your experience.
Yes, that's my experience because I look at it this way is like it's either they don't care or then they probably like got a professionalism in our standards as that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very poor thing that they're going off of them.
Yes. Well, thank you, caller. Very, very well said. Thank you. You provided some very good insight for us there, Mr. Bob. Interesting.
Listen, construction work is very hard work. Construction work is very hard work. I'm telling you.
1 second, the caller isn't finished. Yes, caller.
Yeah, just telling you all blessings, and also because what's going on in Barbados, we all need the blessings because we are going to deeper and darker age and more further. Trust me, we are going to be in really, we are going to be in hell, a further deep part of hell because Barbados economy is in shambles right now because more foreign that you want to bring. That's a very dire state that we're in because we are losing our value.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you so much, caller. Really appreciate you calling. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, positive to everyone.
Thank you. You were saying something, Mr. Bob.
Yeah, construction work is very hard. I know when my dad was building our house, I had to help. I do it during rain or sun, and it's not. And then when you look at your skin, these fellas are young fellas, and they need to take care of their skin. But if you go and you have to buy the products, you have to. A construction work can't be a man that eat ramen, or you can work. You gotta eat proper food to be able to work. So and to feed yourself properly is very expensive in Barbados, and that's the point that he was making. And if you're working in rain and sun, is obviously with the elements they're exposed to the elements. At some point in time, you're going to get sick. How are you going to for a medical bill? You understand? So he's making the point that what they are asking them to do and the conditions there is not adding up to the pay that they probably want to pay them.
Yes. I'm here checking on Apostle. I'm not seeing it. Very unlike him. And I called him earlier today. I wonder if he's okay. Can somebody let me know if Apostle is okay? And we're hoping, we love to have him on the marches as well. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Just checking here. Well, CD is saying if the only workers needed in Barbados are construction laborers, while we're encouraging our well-educated people to go overseas, what will become of Barbados, Mr. Ba?
Great point, because if you're saying, I just saw a ad for untrained persons to apply to be policemen in Bermuda. Very lucrative, starting at 86,000 Barbados dollars a year. 5 years, that's a 5-year contract. I saw that today. Then you're seeing this same ministry helping to advertise the need for teachers to go to the States and probably other countries as well.
Mm-hmm.
So all are we doing? So we're just looking at construction. What are we doing? We are our best brains to leave. Huh? We are not paying our policemen who risk their lives both night and day adequate enough. But we're so any young person saying that type of salary that a policeman is starting at will not be inclined to get to risk their lives.
Mm-hmm.
But you see an opportunity that arises in Bermuda. Where are they going to go? Huh?
Yeah.
That is what we're faced with.
Yes.
That's over,
Yes.
that's over 7,000 Barbados dollars a month. Ask the policeman, a person who's not going into the force, how much they get per month.
Wow. Almost 7,000 Barbados dollars a month. So,
Yes.
but I mean, the police is gonna be clearing out of here to go to
Or
Bermuda.
those person who are interested in going, and they said on train is a 5 year. So we have to look and see what we're and what how are we treating our workers? Are we looking at what their real value?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a situation where we don't give them they're not paid at their correct increment. Our essential workers must be treated properly and paid properly. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping that a new government under the Democratic Party will look at that and take that into consideration as well. It is about people and meeting people where they are and ensuring that they can the job that they do and the risk that they take that they can provide for themselves and their family in a respectable way.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and then when you see people complaining that we have not been paid, it is like a disease and it's more prevalent. No, we have persons who completed exams for the ministry,
Mm-hmm.
CSC exam, or
Mm-hmm.
and this is almost the end of September and did not receive a cent as yet. That cannot, and some of those persons only work during the time of exam because they're unemployed. So that person work in May, those persons work in May, not working now, and the ministry who's supposed to make sure that they're paid, they have not been paid. And that is not right.
Well, I mean, as you're talking about, can you imagine? I mean, so you now have these persons who they you said they mark CXCs.
From the end of May, finish in May,
The
and this
May,
is the end of September.
and they have not been paid. And
No,
it's the same issue that we're having with the police. Remember, it's 5 years now that they're not been paid their hazard pay. It's 5 years that some of the nurses have not been paid their hazard.
that cannot be right.
It's 5 years that you had the nurses, the prison officers have not been paid their hazard pay in 5 years, and you're now saying that you have teachers who went and they marked CXC in May, and these is now a months they haven't been paid. You have workers, carry festa workers. I've been getting the messages from young people who they don't have a job, but they went and they helped them to put up the stalls and do
They work as examiners, yes, the examiners and supervisor, and they're not being paid. And this is the end of September,
so you're
and nobody can give you a proper reason. You call them, you reach out to them, and as if they don't understand you have to provide it for yourself.
I don't
But
impose.
I don't make any bones about it. I work, you gotta pay me, and I can complain 1 week, I can give you 2 weeks, and I can write again. And if I have to, I'm going to come to the office because if you are responsible, if you have some person hired who is responsible in your office, who is getting paid monthly to ensure that these things are done, how are they collecting their money every month? And the other person who is supposed to get paid can't get paid. Something is definitely wrong with that, and nobody seems to be care. Nobody.
VR said we may be in more trouble than we think. When you're not paying you owe the prison officers for 5 years now their hazard pay. You owe some of the nurses. You owe the police.
And you can run and take up the slack. I'm not saying that the Caribbean Festival was a good thing to have and to bring Caribbean together, but other countries refused it. And you have a situation in Barbados where our health system is falling down around us. But you're gonna run and pick up something like Carrie Festa, and you have people who cannot be paid.
I tell you. We have an article there. Let me make sure that Dave has this article. This is an article where the Carifesto workers. Thank God for Maria Bradshaw. Huh? Thank you, Maria. It's good when we see the journalists, that they are doing this kind of work. And I know that. Let me just make sure that Dave can put this up tonight. But I know you saw that, and the reason she's saying that they have to send, their invoices in,
But
and
but Marcia, I know that there are people who work at schools, ancillary staff, who are incorporated in the school setting and work with um, the same Carifesta. At the same time, they were trying to get schools ready, and with the pressure of getting the school ready for the opening of the term.
Mhm.
No one tell them send the invoice nowhere. They have not been contacted. I know that for a fact, and they're wondering who they should turn to, where they should go. So she should say to those persons who are at schools, some of the ancillary staff at schools, who work split themselves between taking care of the correct Carifesta matters. Where should I get my invoice from? And who should I go to? Who can I call?
But something someone said to me this evening. They were saying when they saw the article. I'm waiting on David's. It's right there. Um, you know, when we saw the article, someone said to me, "But hold a minute." They said that they employ people to work round the clock. Remember, to get the facilities finished, to get all the amenities in, to get Carifesta up and running. Remember, they said that they work round the clock. I am saying, if you had people working round the clock, why is it you can't have people working round the clock now to ensure that the people are paid?
I guess what I don't understand, but that rocket science. And if you have the money budgeted for it, what is taking so long?
And somebody says, show me a politician whose pay is not on time. These people get, remember, these are people who are paid, some of them over almost $200,000 a month, I mean a year. When you think of their salary, you're talking about the entertainment allowance, right? You're talking about their travel allowance, etc. And a lot of these people, the
Yes,
people
yes.
who are messaging me are young people
Mhm.
that they don't have a job, and they hear
They're
Karen.
paid on time, and this
Go ahead, Mr. Bab.
yes,
Go ahead, Mr. Bab.
yeah, and they're paid on time. Those big salary people are paid on time, and the people who work for the sets have difficulty. Who work from I even say paycheck to paycheck because it might not be a job. It might be they maybe have been employed, and this was the opportunity to make a little money, and you have not paid them.
And the government is notorious for this. I remember a parent at our school had a cleaning company, and she was sometimes going into an entire year. She would clean schools, and sometimes going into an entire year and to the next school year, and she hasn't been paid yet. And she says, Marcia, I have to pay staff. What am I supposed to do? And and she would complain to us all the time because yes, she has money, but she don't have any cash flow because the government owes her money for cleaning the schools. And you're hearing from even some of the contractors at the schools that they said they were owed money from 2 years ago, year before, and that's why sometimes the schools are not finished because
And,
they. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Brown.
and then when you contact them, you have to resubmit the information that they have. Some people contact them, and then they say, "Oh, could you please resubmit the form?" and you just something you end up doing that more than once, the taxi drivers should drive down by NCF down there. All of them should drive down there and protest.
Yeah. Let me read a little bit of the article, Dave. If we could go up to the top so I can read from the beginning of the article. Thank you so much. And I'm hoping that some of these workers come out tomorrow at the march, 10 o'clock, right there in front of Kensington. You see how many things we have to march about, guys? You see how many things? It says, where is the money? Right? And it's by Maria Bradshaw. The topic is not 3 months. This is a question a number of persons who worked during the 10-day Carry Festa cultural event are asking, as they told the Weekend Nation that this was a month since the festival ended, yet they have not received any correspondence from the NCF regarding when they would be paid. Among the disgruntled contract workers are a number of taxi drivers who were responsible for chauffeuring high-level overseas delegates to and from many events. We were on call 24/7, an upset driver stated, adding that they were contracted for $750 a day for those who had cars and SUVs, while those who operated coaches received between $1,100 and $1,200. You know how much money they'll be out? They said they were hearing that it would take as long as 3 months for them to receive the money. When the NCF signed us on, they said we would receive our money after the event. We did not expect that it would take so long, one contractor lamented. The Weekend Nation understands that several other categories of workers have not yet been paid, including volunteers, liaison scheme officers, and coordinators. The 10-day cultural event took place between August 22nd and 31st. When contacted about the concerns made, Akil Franklin, corporate communications specialist at the NCF, stated that the CEO, Carol Roberts Reefer, indicated that she would not be commenting on the matter. Wasn't she the director of the festival?
She unmannerly and disrespectful.
She is the director of the festival, right? And she is commenting that she would not be commenting. Huh?
That way, tell the taxi drivers to drive down there.
You believe? How could she not be commenting? Aren't you being paid? Aren't you the one being paid? Huh? Chantel Monroe, night minister in the PM's office, however, told this newspaper that they were working diligently to issue the payments. But she would not, these people, they feel there's some of them like her. They're hired and they have special inroads apparently with the PM, and they can do whatever they want to do with their unmannerly self. She's an unmannerly person.
They feel like, yes, she's been paid as she's been paid with our taxpayers' money, and she's telling people she ain't commenting on a matter that affect us. She rude and she out of place.
She out of order. As you said, the taxi drivers need to drive and fill up the car park
down there,
right?
To get the money and one left.
Yeah, I have a caller on, but later in the article, it stated that they're now paying crop over. Right, they're not paying crop over. So the crop over workers, and I tend to believe that because I know how they behave. I know exactly how they behave. Right, we have a caller on the line. Let me see if I could get this caller back. Good night, caller. Welcome to the MARCIA Week Show.
Good evening, MARCIA. How are you?
We have 3 minutes to go, so you have 2 minutes.
Yes, no problem. I just want to say that I am very much in agreement with the lady who called, because I joined you late tonight.
Yes.
I had a couple of appointments before, who said that your people are served first, and then what is left back goes to the others. That holds any part of the world. But I think what I'm seeing is that the hotels got away with it They've been advertising for maitre d', sous chef, this thing, the other thing. They can't find any suitable, qualified person. So Mr. Maloney is now doing it. It works. Okay, you're an accountant. Do the math. If you pay somebody $120 Barbados, and you can get away with 90, all right, that is 30% down. Accumulate it across. See what your savings are at the end. Are those workers? Because workers come and tell you, listen, don't take a cent out my money. I want all my money. So national insurance will be the worst off. It is to the detriment of national insurance, which is wobbling after we took out that $1.5 billion. I think the government has to address that $1.5 billion before we go to the polls. They have to address it. Set aside a sinking fund or some fund each time you borrow money. Set aside 5% to put back into that fund. The fund was damaged. The building was licked down, to put it in Bayesian terms. Okay? Now, people like you, Marcia, and your husband, who are what I call middle income, upper middle income, two professional people, children have grown, gone up, more or less. You carry at least your burden, your tax burden takes along at least two unfortunate children, maybe more. When you bring people here, and they are doing the menial jobs, the blue collar jobs, they really and truly are not paying for the services which their children will get, or they themselves can get. If it's a husband and a wife, or just one person, you know what, Marcia? You still have to carry them. You are carrying them. You with me?
Yes, I'm following you. I'm following you very, very clearly. Yeah.
Yes, and the person who is unemployed, you are carrying them as well. So you're carrying maybe 3 people, 1.5 people. It depends on if a family is here. So it is making you poorer. It is making the weakest poorer. And then I hear people talk nonsense when you flip the coin now and say, but we can go to Belize. Marcia, first thing you find out, your children, let's say your 2 young children, I don't know the ages, but when I hear you speak about them, they're fairly young. Or like
my children have the little ones that you hear me talk about are the ones that praise the can. My youngest is 22.
Okay, 22. Yes. 22. Let's say he has just come out of university, and you want to before him just come out of community college, whatever. Okay, you don't know if those children will have now to pay back for a student revolving loan fund. When you tell them, oh man, you can go overseas. You go overseas and you work for a lesser currency. Every youngster wants to get a car, he wants to buy a piece of land. But if mommy is well enough and daddy to carry them on their insurance, they're fairly comfortable.
Yes, it's true.
But what about the one who suffers from allergies, who suffers with asthma, who is epileptic? He fits into our National Health Service. We have it has its problems. We have an excellent National Health Service, a prescription drug service, which will look after those children. So you've gone and you've worked for a lesser currency, and you have now to convert that, to send it back. You're spending top in mud. That's why you see people move off to Canada. Jamaicans go off to Miami. We go to Canada. We go to America, where the dollar is bigger. We go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. We go to Bermuda. We go to Turks and Caicos. We go where the salary is bigger. And I read some silly article about going set up do farming. They really know what farming is. They really think you just go and scrape an acre of land and start farming. Bring somebody on like I almost said Father Paul, James Paul on, and let him tell you what you have, the rigors of farming. Then they talk about Bajans who went to this place and that place in the early days as police. They went to the East Caribbean. I don't know about it, but I come up in a household where I heard about it. and I've got friends whose parents and grandparents served overseas. But we were all under the colonial rule in the Eastern Caribbean, and Barbados was the headquarters for training.
Yes.
You had the regional training, you had the regional police. You had, even before it was called Erdiston, it was called the Royal Institute, because I had a cousin, I'm told, who was from St. Lucie, and he would board with my mother in Bank Hall, and her mother, and do the Royal during the week, and head back to St. Lucie on Friday evenings, because he was seventh day, and he was back there again on Sunday evening. So people came here to go to the Royal, to go to Codrington College. Codrington College was not only for priests, you know. That's why I like to hear Mr. Murray. Mr. Murray educates each and every one of us who listens. So when you come and you talk with, and your salaries were calculated, we were all under the East Caribbean, salaries repatriated, pensions repatriated. It was just like one overseas department, as the French will say. So don't bring that silly argument. You didn't just pick yourself up and go up to Castries or Kingston and said, I'm going down there to be a teacher. No. It was an organized functions part of your career, because you trained here. The British trained Barbadians and trained people in Barbados for the East Caribbean. Yeah. Marcy, I'll leave you at that point.
Yes, but you know, I mean, this is so, listen, what I know we've been saying this, but even if you call
Marcy,
in.
You see, I got in about half hour, 45 minutes.
I know. But we need to hear more of you, and it's the end of the show.
I will speak with you once I have time, but Mr. Maloney is very offensive. He is as offensive as Minister Abrams. But I heard Mr. Maloney. I'm going to wind down.
Yes.
A couple of years
and that's
ago,
your opinion of him, because I don't know the man. He could be a nice man. I don't know.
Offensive in his words.
That's your experience. You've had that experience with him. I don't know him, so I can't tell you about
that. A program on brass tacks, where he answered them when they said people were calling and saying they weren't satisfied with the houses, with the size of the houses. And he said, in as much as you don't have a house, how could you be critical of something you don't have? I'm not going to do anything. I have a good idea of the law. I did my law. You know, I'm not going to do anything to confuse your station, but I'm saying that his remarks are offensive.
Yes, you find them offensive.
I find to people like me, moderate your words.
I see. Yes.
Moderate your words.
Well, okay, sir, thank you so much. It's always refreshing, and we need more of you. Okay, I'm just telling you.
So educational. Yes.
God bless. Bye-bye. Yes. Yes, that was former Senator Gill. Former, he was a BLP senator, I'm told. And
I think he was saying that. I think that he was not saying that he was. Marcia, you can hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Mr. Bob, can you hear me?
You can hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I think he was saying that. I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. I think he was saying that his responses are offensive, not him. He was saying that he felt that his responses are offensive.
Yes.
Not speaking about his nature, but he's finding that his responses to people are very offensive.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, well, I tell you, I mean, tonight has been, it's not, I did research, I sent you some stuff, Mr. Bob, and we didn't touch that yet. So,
We'll all be on another night, yes.
Yeah, about the nights.
Friday nights with Marcia and Bob.
We were supposed to have Apostle on tonight, and he didn't make it on. And usually I know that has to be something major why he wasn't on tonight. And we do miss him tonight, but I tell you, the people made up for it.
Yes.
The people for an hour of the show tonight. And that is awesome. And I want to say to everybody, I hope to see you tomorrow. There's somebody who made a commitment. All of these people who were not paid, they should be out there on the march tomorrow. Everybody, don't say you're staying home tomorrow. Tomorrow's no time to stay home. Remember, the people power is rising. And Barbados is at a turning point. You can't do so now. We can't lay off now, Mr. Bob.
No,
We can't lay off now. All
turn up.
right.
We have to turn up the pressure.
We
By
can't.
showing up in numbers and
Yes.
saying that enough is enough, and we need the truth to be told to us. You
Yes.
owe us the truth.
Yes. How many of you enjoyed this show tonight? If you enjoyed the show tonight, give me a thumbs up. I love the way I always love when the people have the input. I always love it. So even the name, the loyal opposition, came from the people. The idea to do this march now and the topics that we need to march come from the people. And so I love that. I really love that. People saying bring some friends at the march. Okay, people putting that they enjoyed the show. It was your show. You made the input tonight. And I want to say, please remember to bring a donation for tomorrow. We are looking to raise at least $1,600 to take care of the truck, the generator, and the sound and water. We don't have the water being donated anymore, and the ice, so we have to buy that, and of course the shirts. Okay, donate. Tomorrow, I want to also announce, Mr. Bob, before we go, something really great is starting tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we have our elevated program for young people 6 to 9 years old who are not able to read. We only have space for 10 children. We have a few more spaces, and we also need some teachers to volunteer from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. So when you finish there, you can run and come down to the march because it's at Calabar. Right?
Okay.
Listen for me. Anybody wants to, we are providing you the material, okay, for you to teach. And so we need some teachers, okay? And you have a team. We're not doing common entrance preparation. We're doing literacy. All right. So children who are having difficulty reading, 6 years old to 9 years old. That's who we are working on. All right. So, and it's every Saturday morning, 8:30 to 10 o'clock. And this is in Calabar at Praise Academy, where we have elevated program. We also, in the evening, we have for the teenagers in the evening, and that is from 3 p.m. to 6. And we want to keep telling you more about it in the week, okay? But let me close off tonight. And we've had a night well spent, all right?
Yes.
So
Enjoy it.
and I know Dave has a song to play for us, Dave, before we go. Dave? I'm not hearing him. Is it Dave?
Yeah. It's time to rise. The truth is calling. Hear the cries. Answer the call. We stand tall. United together. We won't fall. The time has come. Hear the sound. Waking up the world. We're on solid ground. Politicians promise much, but it's all a show. Playing the game, but we're here to grow. The people rise. It's our moment now. With truth as our weapon, we'll take a vow. Justice and freedom, we demand our rights. Across the land, we're igniting the light. I do believe we must hold them accountable. For every weak promise, we make it insurmountable. No more lies, no more deceit. Together we stand, we're rising to our feet. They talk of change, spinning tails around, but every political party passes blame brings us down. The people's voice, they try to drown, but we'll march together, no backing down. From the streets to the villages, nook and crannies, we'll take it to our stomping grounds, no ifs, ands, or pandas. Power to the people is the battle cry. Divided we fall, united we'll fly. I do believe we must hold them accountable. For every weak promise, we make it insurmountable. No more lies, no more deceit. shall overcome. Let's make it clear, hold our leaders accountable from today. Time to reflect, it's time to convey. No more nepotism, down with corruption. Over invoicing, we seek disruption. Dark deals hidden, we're turning the tide. Oh, people rise, let's take it in stride. For truth and justice will stand hand in hand. Against the tide of deceit, we make our stand. We shall overcome, we'll march through the night. Divisive politics won't dim our light. I do believe we must hold them accountable. For every weak promise, we make it insurmountable. No more lies, no more deceit. Together we stand, we're rising to our feet. Deep in my heart, we shall overcome. Rise up for the change. We're never done. Together as one, we're answering the call. With truth on our side,